Hello. 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 Oh my god, you guys are so small. I don't know what's going on with the chat. It's fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome to EP streaming hours. EPs. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let's say hello, everybody. Hello, Sherrybot. Thank you for keeping the Kraufish safe. Did you know Akemi Kraus has a limited edition shaker cup with waifu wares? On sale for 20% off with code Kraus. I know, it's crazy. Hello, Jesus. Hello, Anime. Welcome in. Hello, Coffee. I got a day off of work. Let's go. That's so nice. Welcome. Hello, Iprag. Hi, Nova on YouTube. Welcome. Yeah, I tried to start stream within about 10 minutes of the starting soon, but guys, I had to go to the bathroom. I had to go piss, girl. It took a little longer than I thought. Oh, I gotta mess with the gain. I might be a little too loud. But yeah, today's gonna be super chill, super easy peasy. Let's turn the game down, maybe like that. Yeah, it's gonna be really chill vibes. Very, very chill. Hello, Boomer. Welcome in, Boomer. Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna keep it super chill. We're gonna do some artin' and some fartin', but it's gonna be. Oh, hold on for a second. That text is outdated. Hold. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do some artin'. So I'm not going to be like drawing. I might do a little doodling. But I thought what made me kind of fun is I have this coloring book zine that I've had for a while. I have both physical and digital, but I'm scared to commit to physical. So I have the digital one, and I thought that would be kind of fun to sit and color. I picked like 5 different pages I really like. There's a lot of pages I really like in it, but I picked 5 because I really don't know if we're gonna get done with them. I kind of want to try slightly different like painting styles with them too. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan. We have the League of Legends sessions as we always do, since there's no way to split audio on YouTube as far as I know. So we have the League of Legends sessions that'll be keeping us company tonight. We'll be doing Diana because that's about an hour and a half, and then we'll see. I wish YouTube had a way to split audio, because then I could definitely then we could like play maybe like Spotify or something, but I don't have Spotify Premium, so we still have ads. So yeah, so we'll probably have a couple ads. I was trying to look on YouTube Music because they talk about how the sessions are on there, but the issue is it looks like they only have the Talia session on YouTube Music and stuff. Hi guys, welcome in. I'm still a simp. It's okay. I'm a simp by heart, every day, every night. So it looks like they only have the Talia one on YouTube Music, which kind of sucks. I also don't know if YouTube Music has ads. I don't fucking know. So we will be sticking to probably just YouTube and dealing with ads as they show up. So let's go ahead and get over here. Let's yeah. Oh, I got something for my face. Get out of here. Make me a smidge smaller so you can see what's going on. But yeah, I was trying to figure out how to size it for you guys to see. Let's see. I got some background going, some schnoz. I think the Diana session is really good because that one's super, very chill, very vibey. So this is the session's Diana from Riot Games Music. We don't listen to the Diana one very often, but we listen to the other ones for sure. Hi, Nochi. Welcome in. So yeah, that'll be playing in the background. It's funny because I have it on Chrome, and there's times where Chrome will skip the ads. Like the ad might like play up and like stutter, but then the ad goes away. So we'll kind of see how that goes. It might do that, it might not, I don't know. So yeah, so sorry again if there's ads. I wish like Chrome hadn't fully gotten rid of ad block. And I wish YouTube had a way to split music and stuff. So unfortunately we might have to deal with a few ads. Let me double check that there's... Hold on, there's a download? Hold on. What if we download it? Can I download it from here? It says something about download. I'll fucking download it right now, dude. What the fuck is Deezer? What the fuck? Okay, there's the Diana wallpapers. Okay, it said something about download from them, but I guess not. What the fuck is Deezer? I've never heard of Deezer. The fuck is Deezer? It sounds like it's a music streamer, but I have never heard of Deezer. Okay, I have to make an account with Deezer to use it, so they lied to me about being able to download this. Those dirty liars. Those dirty liars. So we'll deal with it as we usually do. One day we'll be free. So we'll deal with ads as they pop up. I don't think we'll get too many. But we'll deal with them as they arrive. I'll make the player kind of small so I can like keep an eye on it. And we'll put it, I guess right here is probably fine. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. But yeah. But thank you, John. And it's not my birthday, but thank you. Welcome in. Mr. Crawling, okay. Well, we'll check in on him in the future. Maybe next week, maybe not. We'll see. Next week, I'm planning to do a hand cam to open, to build the Lego set I got. And I also got some Pokemon packs. I think we'll just do that during that stream too. I got like 6 ad blocks and at least one of them is working because I don't get any ads. Oh, okay. I had like 2 or 3 and then now none of them are working for YouTube, which is super annoying, but we'll see. we'll see. Yeah, I appreciate coming hanging out, Nova, but we'll get back to Mr. Crawling. I usually don't play games back to back. There's some rare occasions that I do, but I typically try to like kind of pace out games so we don't all get burnt out. Hi Deej, welcome. I might need to put on my different headphones. One sec. I got a mega headache from work. I'm coming back. There we go. These headphones are a lot lighter on my head. Hi, yeah, welcome in. Here's Daily Dad Joke. What's Forrest Gump's password? Wine, Forrest, wine. I like that one. That one's good. So the plan is in my brain, and we'll see how this goes. Is we have 5 pages, but I don't think we're realistically gonna get through all 5, and that's okay. So I do have my tablet. I busted out the closet so we can use it today. Let me pull my stuff around a little bit so I can make better room for it. So we'll be using the tablet today. Ooh, it is backwards. Oh, it's because the tablet's backwards. That shows you how much I use this thing. Let's put the tablet like this. Okay. So, there we go. So we have my tablet. Obviously we're not going to do that, but we have 5 different pieces. I'll be listing the name of the artist at the top of the screen, and then on the YouTube video I'll be linking them when I'm done. I love that shirt. Thanks. So we have this piece from Helen 030, which is Nami and Robin. We have this piece by Addie at Law, which is the oh my god, what is this? Not the Corazon Pirates. Is it the Corazon Pirates? It's Law's crew. It's Beppo. I got Beppo. We have this adorable piece from Danya of a bunch of people from One Piece as kids. So we have like Frankie and Robin. Here, we'll do this so you can see better. Oh, this is like locked. I didn't mean to lock that. Yoink. We have like Frankie and Robin and Nami and Vivi and oh my god, the Mermaid Princess. We have Law and Kid and Luffy and some of their kids hanging out, and like just a bunch of other little Easter eggs. Then we have this piece from Satsu Scarlet, which is the Mermaid Princess and a bunch of other girls from Fishman Island. And then we have this cute Perona piece from Nicole Alt Delete. In my mind, I thought this Nami Ramen piece would probably be the best one to start with, simply because it's a single page and some of them are bigger, so I think we could start with the single pages. I'd really like to try this one and the mermaid one, and this one. It would be my top picks. So I think we're just gonna get into it. If the music's ever too loud, let me know. I'll just be like yapping as we doodle and stuff too, and figure out how the fuck my tablet works, because I barely use this thing. So, but yeah, we're gonna get in here and we'll probably start blocking stuff off. I think for this one I'll go with like maybe more solid coloring. I don't really color art that much. Even when I draw, it's usually like more like line art and stuff. So we'll have to figure out. Okay, control. No, okay. I gotta figure out these shortcuts on this tablet, because again, I don't ever use this. There you go. Now we're cooking with fire. So yeah, I don't know. We're just kind of gonna play around with things and experiment with different colorings and stuff. We just kind of have a chill kind of vibe time, you know? It's kind of the plan, at least. Whoops. Okay, don't do that one. Okay. These buttons on this tablet are not like my most favorite thing. There's like buttons on the side. Is it a fucking bug on my wall? I don't even know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. But there's like buttons on the side to help with these shortcuts of these keys and stuff, and I don't know if I like them or not, to be honest. So, okay, now we have all of Nami, but Nami and Robin, actually between her boobies. Nami and Robin have different skin tones. Robin's a lot darker, not a lot, but darker than, oh wait, sorry, I forgot to put the artist name at the top. Oh my god, here you go. This one is from Helen 030, there you go. I'm gonna do that with all of them so we know who it is. I think I also need to shrink the selected area because it's leaking into the line art. I don't even think most people do this when they do line arting stuff. So like, what happens if I do this right now? Let's just like see what happens. I'm just gonna grab maybe like that color and let's just start bucketing it. That's usually the way to go, huh? No. Okay, bucket tool. See, it like went too far and it went over the lines. I think that's why most people that do this, I think they just, from what I remember seeing people do, is I think they go in first and like outline and then they like fill, I think. Hi, thank you so much for joining the Kraufish family. Night Frost 333. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. That's also like a super, I feel like Nami is like more in like this range. Oh my god, help. That's not what I wanted to do at all. I think that's not a bad color. I feel like that's still maybe a little like too bright. Let's go with that color for Nami, I think. Hello, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? How are you? We are starting coloring this cute little this piece from a zine that I got. We're starting to color this this one-piece coloring zine I got. We just started. I'm trying to remember how the fuck that tablet works. Welcome in, welcome in. Ooh, okay. The next issue is this needs to go, the line art needs to go above, huh? No. Okay, hold on. Pause. How do color? Huh? Hold on. But it's gonna go over the lines. Just pop in to say hello. Yeah, no problem. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh god, guys, this might take all night to just finish one. It could potentially take all night to finish one. That's okay. We're just here to vibe. What I don't understand is when people do this, like how you deal with the pixeling around the lines. Because it's gonna pixel no matter what you do, right? Like, how does that look when I zoom out? Let's like take a lookie. I think most people just like do the outlines first. See, I fucked it up. Like, it looks fucked. Okay, so I think what I need to do is unlock this. And I think I need to add a... What does this do? Clip the leg upload? No. I think we need to have like a background like piece, I think, first. Wonder if we need to do that. Yeah. Okay, and then what does this do? Draft layer, reference layer, lock, transparent pixels, vector, raster. I don't know what any of these buttons do, guys. I'm not a real artist. I don't know what any of these buttons do. Okay, so the issue is this isn't transparent is the issue. I think that's the main issue, is it's not transparent in the background. So like if I do, I think that's the main issue. Oops. I think the reason they didn't do it transparent is so people couldn't like mass produce it and stuff, which I totally get. Let's see. So then I would need to like come here and like erase it, right? No. Ah, see, like this. This is what I want to do. But see, it's encroaching too hard. Okay. What if we shrink the area again? Yeah, I think it's okay if there's a little bit of an outline, like a white outline. I think. I don't know, guys. I don't make the rules here. Well, in the station, yes, but in art, I don't. So, like, if I do that, see, some of the legs got a little scuffied, but that's not that bad. Yeah, I cleaned up the edges pretty good. Okay, we learning. Robin's legs got a little cucked, but what if we try to clean it up to like level it out? What if we did that? And we came in here and we kind of just went like what if we did that? There you go. Now it's at least not as noticeable that I maybe didn't isolate good enough. Oh god, she's missing a trunk. Hold on. Going up. And then it's like what had been even happened, you know? I can't even tell. Cool. Okay, so now we have some transparency. So I think we need to go through everything and make it transparent to start. I think that's gonna help if it's all transparent, and then we go from there. So let's work on that first. I think we're gonna have to take everything like one little area at a time so we don't like impede on the line art too much. It's okay, we're making progress. Like, what does that look like? That looks pretty stinking good, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think the lines got really scuffed at all. Not really, not noticeably. Nice. Okay, so let's just keep doing that. Let's keep isolating stuff. Oops, that's a color dropper. And let's shrink this maybe like I think that makes it either a hard shrinkage or like a rounded, which I think I probably want it rounded. Okay. Yes, I think this is what we should do. I don't know if it's better to do this or because I need to like isolate stuff, or if it's hold on. What if I undo everything and then regret it the second I undo it? What if we we need a transparent layer under this no matter what. So we'll put this as a transparent layer. Lock this, and then put a layer on top. Because the issue is I'm gonna like bleed through the lines. Hold on. Oh no, I've made a grave mistake. Unless I can just like, you know, like this. Hold on. Can I do this? Not that. No, see, because that just like changes the whole thing. Pops. What if I come on the actual line art layer? I didn't want to mess with it, but oh my god, never mind guys, I found the hack. Okay, hack has been found. We just need to stay on the line art layer. I think I was thinking about this, having to layer it like it's an actual art piece, when I can just stay on the line art layer. Nice! Okay, well that makes my life a lot easier. I think I had the brain of like when I used to do digital art. Not very frequently, but when I used to, where you need to have like a separate layer for everything. But in this, I can just, I don't even need to worry about that in this sense. I can just go boop, and then I can just go clean up edges as I need. Yeah, I think so. I think I can just go in here and clean up edges as I need. Nice! Nice! Hi, wizard! Yapping and chilling. Yes, sir. Yapping and coloring and chilling. Okay, where's that Nami color? There's a way in here to have like a palette. Yeah, like these kind of things. There you go. Ooh, okay, there's gonna be a little bleedage, but that's okay. This is probably a good Robin color. Yeah, it's probably a good color for Robin. We'll do some general like coloring, and then we're gonna go in and refine stuff a little more. But I wanted to try a couple different coloring styles per piece. I think Nami is like slightly lighter. So I kind of wanted to play with like different coloring techniques for each one, like each page that we mess with. So like this one is like gonna be kind of basic, like maybe cell shading is the good word to use for this. Oops, that's our fingy. But then I kind of want to try more like watercolory stuff on some of the other pages when we get there. Whenever we get there. Yoink. Yeah, I think we'll start blocking out like bulk colors to start. And then we'll go from there. I think for the water, we want to stick maybe like in this area. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, that's a good watercolor. There you go. Nice. Look at that, it's already coming together, gamers. Nice. Just finished late dinner. Hello, hello. Sanji Doko. I don't think any of the pieces I pick up Sanji. There was some Sanji pieces in the zine, but I don't think I picked any of them. Let me look if any of the ones I downloaded, because they're all in a PDF, so I had to like PDF them, but then I also had to make them work in a my brain. I had a PDF. I had to like take them out of the PDF and then put them into clip, which took a little bit. So yeah, bomb ass head sandwich. Nice hammies. Nice ham. Let's see. I think this is probably gonna be like a wood color, but we don't want it to be like dark. Maybe we want like more of a light color. It's like too red. I say as I go further into the red. We want like a warm brown, I think. Not like an orange, but we want like something kind of vibrant-y. Ooh, the lines on some of these are not super solid. That's okay. What if we alternate? Hold on. And then we went with more of like a yellowy color. Maybe more like that. It's a little too pale. It's a little too bright. Yeah, let's do that. Let's alternate. So every other one is a different color. Yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Then it would be this one, and then that one, and then that one. And then that one right there. Yeah, there you go. Double your viewership. Thanks, hello. That the chats were linked. Like on like showing them on screen. No, Twitch is apparently very picky about. It has to be Twitch chat only that's visible on stream. So that's why I like never had the YouTube stream chat. But then at the same time, like I know other people do have it. But I know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be the one to get in trouble out of anybody, so I don't want to risk it. So I'd rather not risk it for the biscuit, gamers. Yoink. Oops, that would be the other color. Yoink, 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 yoink. Skirt. All the way over here. Skirt. And then over here. We'll come and refine stuff later. I just want to get kind of the bulk colors down so I can decide if I like the colors I'm picking or not. Or if I need to change them up a little. I think for the other ones, since I do want to try different techniques, I think for those ones I am gonna need to like isolate the line art a little bit more to do like the watercolory kind of stuff I want to try. Oops. Come on, dude. Get in there. No, don't make me get in there. There you go. Yeah, I like those colors. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. How long is a shaker up for? My shaker, as far as I know, it's pretty much up until one of us decides we don't want to be in a partnership with anymore. I don't know how long the $9 discount is going to be personally. I'm not super duper sure. But yeah, technically in theory they're gonna be up as like pretty much forever. As far as I know. Yeah, Twitch is like really strict about stuff. Which is like, I get it, they're a company. I get they have to be, but it's kind of annoying. Okay, so we're gonna be predictable here. And Nami, we're gonna put her in like an orange. But like a bright orange bikini. Because Nami wears orange, that's her color. I'd like to do a gradient though. There is a gradient tool in Clip. So like, I think if I do it right and I isolate the boobas like this, and then I think I come here and I can do like the sunset one. Ooh, now we're getting like really fancy. There you go. Okay, I fucked up the line art though. Okay, so what if I add a layer? Oops, not that. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of the gradient. And then what if I add a layer? Oops. And do the gradient on here instead. I'm gonna like pick the angle that's gonna make it the nicest. Okay, see that still kind of hides the lines though. But then I can come in here and I can like fade it. Ooh, actually, maybe what I really need to do is I need to shrink the selected area a little bit. And then do it again. I was kind of messing with it a little bit, but I like it. I don't mind the price, just waiting on a buddy. Oh no, yeah, you're fine, no worries, no pressure. Lay on the ground and probably gonna fall asleep. Hopefully you put down a blankie or something so it's not super uncomfy. Hopefully blankie time. How can I make this work where the lines aren't gonna disappear? I'm gonna experiment a little bit. What would happen if I do it then? That would protect the lines, but then it looks kind of awkward, huh? What if I do like a manual gradient? Where I like... What if I do it like manually, where I like yoink, 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 yoink? And then shrink it a little bit. That's too much. And then what if I like... What if I try it one more time? I really like the look of the gradient, but I can't get it to like do it how I want to. Okay, we'll have to play with this technique on another piece. I like the idea of a gradient though. I think it'd look really cool. Monday Tuesdays I lay back stream. Yeah, we just like vibing and chilling. That's the whole point of Monday Tuesdays, so we can just all kind of veg and chill. What if I did it where I like grabbed them, right? Hold on, cooking here potentially. And then I like took the next color I wanted in the gradient, so like this red for example. And I like went like, maybe not that big, when I went like yeah, you know. And then I did like the next color, which would be like more of a deeper red, and went like yeah. Right? And then what if I like blended on myself? And do like the blend tool and make it kind of big. Ooh, they like vanished, dude. That's not what I wanted. See, playing with art's fun. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then do like something like that. Like make a manual gradient. That's kind of fun. Oh, the lines of the bikini got colored somehow. Okay. That's not good. That's not whatever you wanted. I wonder. I mean, I could still like do that, but I was trying to isolate it so it's not like messy. I was trying to like isolate it to like one area. Cause see, if I do this now, it like bleeds out and everything else. It bleeds away. Okay, one more time. Wait, let's do something. Let's do it on the actual layer. Scary. Yeah, see, it kind of just like... I don't think we'll be able to do it on this one. We'll try a different one, maybe. We'll figure it out. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, I think that orange is still good for Nami. And Robin's color is purple. She has like a more of a... like, kind of like I feel like that's almost too dark, but let's see what that looks like. Well, that's actually a pretty good purple for Robin. Yeah, there you go. And if I remember right, her skirt's like pink, so we can go with like a pale pink to kind of complement the purple. There we go. We cooking gamers. Nice, nice, nice. It'd be fun if I could put stripes on the tubes. For that, what I should probably do is pick a base color. Let's do like a red. And let's like base color the tube red for her. I wonder if red's too much. And then I want to isolate the tube and try and put like stripes on it. Let's do 2 for the shrinking the areas. There you go. What if I took white and I just took my big old fucking pen and just went like... kind of like that. Sorta, kinda, potentially. Not really, but kinda, sorta, maybe. I wonder if there's a way I can like... Ooh, that's not what I wanted. And I wonder, like, it'd be cool if I could do this on this layer instead, like another layer. It's very interesting, like, having to color. What does this do? Invert. Oh, that's not what I wanted. It's really interesting having to, oh, we can do screen tones too? Wait, that's kind of sick. We can put screen tones on shit. Okay, hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We barely figured out how the fuck this stuff works. These are sick. I can't fucking tell the difference between any of them, but they're cool. I don't know what the fuck these look like. Ninja star? Wait, that's kind of sick, guys. I kind of like that. I can't change the size. What's the density? What happens if I put that to 60? That's kind of cool. I like the screen tones. I don't think on the inner tube, but we'll figure it out. And then for Robin, let's do like a yellow, like a gold kind of one maybe. Might look fun. Help. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay, and then she got some bling. The bling would be more like in this color region, I think. If I remember right, color theory. There you go. She got some bling, gamers. She got earrings too. What color should her earrings be? Should they also be blinged out? They could. We could do blinged out. We can do that. Oh, I just realized. If we make Nami's bathing suit orange, it's gonna blend in with her hair too much, huh? So we might need to pick a different color for her bathing suit. Because, yeah, we have to do her hair like this color. What if we do blue? Orange and blue go together, right? Pretty sure for a while in the series she has like a blue top. So that kind of works out. Then I need a different color for the tube. I don't think I want. What if we do like a baby pink? Oh, that's like not what I want. So there's gonna be a lot of blue on the water. think the green would look very good, to be honest. Green actually doesn't look that bad. We'll stick with green for now, unless my brain says otherwise. Not the water. Nice. Okay, and so then for these are like tile. So we want more of like a reddy kind of color for the tile. More of like a Spanish kind of tile vibe. Should we alternate these as well to be extra annoying to people that have OCD? And like really mess with them. Let's see, I think this one would also be this. And then, usually these on pools have like fun patterns and stuff. I'm just like curious. I want like a different size of these. These look weird. I just don't see these shapes that they're talking about in here. There's a carrot. That's kind of fun. Okay, we don't want them like that spaced out. I don't know what would be a good density. Like 50? Because usually pools have like fun little tile patterns on the side, huh? What if we can make the gradient work for this? No, not the way we have it selected. Talking about color and I'm gonna head to bed. Nice stinkers. Bye, Jesus. Have a good eepies. Have a good eepums. Have a good eepers. Oh my god, my toes are cold. Oh my god. I'm trying to stretch out my legs. Oh god. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I kind of want to keep the flowers on the water white. I think those would look pretty good. Oh god, there's a lot more detail in this than I was anticipating. I really kind of recognized, huh? Ooh. It's gonna kind of mess with the rings on the tree if I like fill it like that. What if I come back and I make the rings like darker? Oh, what if I make this more like a green palm tree kind of vibe? Like that. I feel like we have a lot of browns right now. It's kind of why I think maybe going more green might be better. Oh, gotta be careful. If we fill too much, we lose our lines fast. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Yeah, I think the green looks nice. I think we have like so much brown going on. I think we need some green. Let's do more in the blue. And also we're gonna have a nice sunny day. Nice, nice, nice. Real artists are looking at me and cringing right now. For real, for real. They're like, no, why didn't you isolate everything before you started coloring? You're like, I don't know. I don't know. Oops, whoopsie. I tried and I gave up. Yes. Yes. I think we'll keep the light bulbs really basic. I think the inside of this is like a little darker usually. Yeah, I think these flowers I'll make maybe like a pink. Like a hibiscus-y kind of pink. We'll do that. Nice. And then for the cord, I guess the cord's gonna probably be like a gray color. Oops. Kind of string it all together. Usually cords are grays and stuff. Yoink, 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 yoink. Make it slightly darker for this part. Yeah. And you'll make the little hearts pink, because we got pink. Cool. We have pink girlies here. For real, for real. If I can, I'll see if I can figure out a way to like if I take this, if I could find a way to, I don't know, like with maybe like this, I could like kind of make it look like it glows, kind of. That'd be kind of fun. Nothing like crazy, but something like that, kind of. In theory, you know what I mean. You know what I'm going for, guys. Why is it like not showing up? Huh? That's weird. Why is it not showing up on this layer at all? What? Am I crazy? Why is this not showing up? Huh? So why are the sprays not working? Okay. So just the highlight one for whatever reason. Bet. That's the sound of the ads trying to play, but for whatever reason they don't get through. Who knows why? I don't know why. So highlight doesn't work, but shadow works. We could still do this effect with the shadow brush. That's fine. We can do like something like that. And then we just like kind of like, oops. Not all of them, but then we can just like, we can like dim it a little bit so it's not as intense, but you still get the idea of what's going on. See, that works, that works. Okay, let's see. Let's come down here and try to learn how to shade and stuff. So let's start with her leg. Let's start with Robin's leg. Whoa. Let's start with her leggies. Okay, so for her leggings, I think we're gonna do shading and stuff on different layers. I think we do all the base colors on the actual line art, which is not how you're supposed to do this in a real art sense. And then I think from there, maybe we do all of the shading and stuff on the not line art layers. I think that's what we should probably do. So we'll do the shading and the highlight and everything on separate layers. Make it a little easier for my brain. Okay, so she still has some skin that's gotta get colored, so let's fix that. Yoink! Where's my picket? There's my bucket. Bucket. Okay, and then her tattoo is like a pretty like solid blue. That's like kind of indigo. I want more like a blue. It's not that intense. No, it's not. What does her color look like for tattoo? Let's see. Nami tattoo. I know it's blue. That's pretty dark blue. It's like almost like a navy blue almost. Huh, I didn't realize it was that dark. I thought it was a lot lighter. Yeah, guys, we're learning. There's more skin exposed. Fix that. Yeah. Oh, her hand got eaten up somehow. Oh, it's gonna make it worse. Look at that. If I keep doing it, it like devours it. Let's see. Oh, that was so long ago. Fuck. Okay, hold on. How do I save my palette that I'm working with right now? Oops, that's not what I want. I might have to go back and fix things now that we're learning. Okay, how do I save a custom palette? I don't know how to make my own. I thought there was a way to like... Okay, there's color history, which like kind of helps. Let's pick this as a color history, this is a color history, this is a color history, that. Okay, so let's go ahead and click all my colors so I have them in the history. Oh, dang it. Okay, that means we're gonna have to start over. That's okay. It's this. That. I already grabbed the tree, right? Okay, I did. Okay, so then if I go like skirt, undo the entire thing because I fucked up and we have to redo it. No. Okay, wait. So let's open. Shit. Okay. Let's not save what we did on that, but then open it again. Okay, and all my color history is here. Ah, okay, we're making it work, gamers. We're making it work. Okay, back at it. Okay, let's put the colors back since we had a refresh. But hello, thank you so much for joining the Kraufish family. Charizard lore 20,000. Holy cannoli. Welcome in. Welcome to AK tries to learn how to fucking paint. I've like not done coloring on my like any piece I like had originally done. Holy cow, in like so long. When I used to be a part of DeviantArt, like RP groups, I used to color my pieces a decent amount. I just like really fell off of it. I really did. This was the sky. I'm pretty sure it was a color pick for the sky. Blink, 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 blink. I think all those little slits need to be blue too. I didn't color them before because I wasn't sure, but I think they need to be. Okay, the little wheel is becoming my friend very quickly on my tablet, even though I didn't like him at the first. He's becoming friend-shaped very fast. It's very helpful to have him. So we just can't fill in anything more than once with the color to keep the lines as crisp as possible with the jank-ass way I'm doing this. Good to know though. So yeah, we'll do all the shading on separate layers and everything. Oops, wrong one. Bing, bang, bong, bing, bong. Right? Ah, it's my picture. We're gonna make these like that for like support stuff. Let's go. One of my promos. Nice. Congrats. What game were you trying to promo in? Was that League of Legends? I bet you it was League of Legends. Yoink and yoink. And then I had this like, where is it? Oh god, color history kind of is not super helpful right now. Okay, I think it was this baby pink kind of color, yeah. For her skirt ribbon things. Nice, there we go. It kind of sucks for having to redo this, but maybe this is for the better. Again, we're learning. Maybe this will make the next one go a little bit faster now that we've learned some techniques that might help out. And then we did like this. I wonder if it'd be better if they like match their hair. Maybe it'd be better to do that. Let's try that. Yeah, I think it'd kind of look cool to match their hair, their outfits. Because Robin's hair is black. There you go. Nice. Anxiety. Welcome in. Okay, so we did. I think this was the color for the water. Nope, that's not it. It's this one we did for the water. Yeah, a little more green. Okay, wait, I have to undo that. Again, one color. No double colorings. Gonna fuck things up if I double color. Yoink, yoink. Okay, and then trying to remember what was what in the order of things. Okay, so this was Nami's top. Initially I was gonna do orange, and then I decided it was way too much orange. Way too much. So I went with something else. So for her color though, I went pretty light with Nami. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. Yeah, we went pretty light with Nami. Robin went a little darker, because Robin is darker than Nami. Let's see. My wheel. The nice thing is with the wheel I can zoom out and then it'll kind of focus wherever I put the cursor, which is super fun and super helpful. So I don't have to like zoom out a billion times to make sure I get everything. Oops, her ear. I gotta get that colored. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's her. It's not gonna be perfect. We'll fix some of the coloring stuff once we get to shading and everything. So Robin's hair is like black, but let's get her skin first. Actually, let's pick Nami's skin, and then we're gonna go back to this. Fuck, where is it? I'm gonna make it darker. Not that much darker. Oh god, where's my wheel and stuff? Where's my wheel? There it is. I missed my wheel. It was worrying me that he ran off. Maybe a little bit lighter than that. I think that's pretty good. The thing that stinks with Robin is like her skin color is really dark for compared to like most of the female characters in the series for a while, and then Toei like lightens her up like crazy, so not very helpful for my memory and what I'm working on. I don't know why they lightened her up. I like know why, but I think it's stupid. It's because Toei hates women. That's pretty much it. I say is Toei is the ones that like own Precure and everything. They own like a lot of like big series. They own like Precure. They own like Sailor Moon and everything too. They own a lot. Show, where's the history? There you go. Yeah, we went with this these colors, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was these ones. Oh, that's what it is now. Whether it was or is not meant to be, it's too late now. Oops. Oh, yoink. Yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink. 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 Little guy right there. Nice. And then we did... Yeah, because I wanted like brighter color. That's why we did this. Like slightly brighter color. Floor? Was it real? I don't think it was this yellow. I think it was maybe this yellow. Hold on. Yeah, I think it was that one. Whoopsie. Get out of here. Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah. The other one was like too yellow. This makes more sense for my brain hole. Oops, yoink. Nope. Yoink. There you go. Skirt. Hi Ace, welcome in. Looks good so far. Thanks you. So this is actually not my art, unfortunately. I wish I was that good. This is actually from a coloring book zine I had purchased last year, and I've always been meaning to like actually try and color the stuff from it. So I have the name on the top of the screen of the actual artist. At the end of stream on my YouTube channel, for that stream I'm gonna directly link to every artist on their most used social. So you guys are free to check them out. But this is from Helen 030. I think it's on Twitter and Insta. So if you really like the style, I would definitely consider heading over to them. I'm just coloring it, just like trying my best. I'm not very good at coloring. I've never really like painted and stuff, so I'm kind of just like farting around and picking colors and just trying things out and seeing how I like it. It's fun though. This is very like therapeutic. Now I know why people like adult coloring books. Especially after like a long day at work. It's pretty chill. So yoink, 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 yoink. But yeah, this project I think hasn't done their leftovers yet. I haven't like checked in a minute because I got my stuff. So usually when I get my stuff from a project, I still follow them, but I usually like turn off notifications and stuff because I don't need it anymore. So I don't think they've done leftovers yet. So this is from the Crazy Rainbow Zine project. So I guess if you guys are interested, maybe go check them out. I think they might have leftovers at some point. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of just turn my brain off at a certain point after I get my stuff. Because I usually pre-order. I don't usually do leftovers for most of these projects because like the risk with leftovers of anything is you like risk if you're actually going to get the stuff you want or if you're kind of going to be like SOL, you know? So that's why I like to go ahead and buy stuff right away for these projects. The only time I do leftovers if it's one that I had like missed the initial sales of because I hadn't heard of it, and then I'll try my luck on leftovers. But with leftovers it's usually really hard to get like full bundle stuff. Respect citation. Yeah. I want to make sure like everybody goes and like finds the artist because all of the pieces are really cool. There was like it's like a 60 or 70 page zine and there's like even writing in it too, and then they have like pieces to color that go with the writings, which is really cool. And then there's like word puzzles and stuff. I don't know, it's a very fun idea. I've only ever seen like one or two other coloring book zines. Like I hope more of them come out because I think it's a super fun idea for sure. I don't know if I want to commit to her having full black hair, so we're gonna go with this so I can color it better later. The only other one I have seen was, and I don't like the series so I didn't get it, I saw a Kingdom Hearts coloring zine. That one I think has like been done for a minute. I'm just really surprised there's not more of these coloring book projects because they're really a fun idea, and it like I feel like as an artist it's a lot less work if you don't have to color it and you're like just sketching and line arting whatever it is. So I'm surprised there hasn't been more. Maybe there has been, I just haven't seen them because I've kind of fallen out of zines. I got into them as like a buyer. I got into them during like the pandemic. That's how I started hearing about them, was the pandemic. And I think it was the same with like a lot of people, is they heard from the pandemic because like conventions weren't happening. And it was just like hard to like get any type of like fan material of any type during the pandemic. So I think like zines became everybody's kind of like way to get a hold of like fan created merch of series that you still really liked without like having to worry about being like exposed to people at the height of pandemic. And I think it was really good for artists too, because it was a way to still like make some kind of income and everything during the pandemic by being a part of these projects. So I think that was really nice. Okay, so this pink I think I did for the flowers up top, didn't I? Before I had to restart everything. Oh, what's it doing? Yeah, I was gonna make these like a bright pinky. Ding dong, ding ding dong. And then these hearts we're gonna match because I think that looks cute. Oops, wrong thing. And then I think I did... Ooh, is it this? Yeah, I did this for this part, and then I did the cord that was next to that, which I've lost now. I'm trying, like, there's so many options on all this stuff that I don't know what the heck they do. That's so interesting. The color scaling stuff is really interesting. There you go, I think that works for the cord color. Ding, ding, oops. Ding, ding, ding. Skirt. Ding. Nice. adult coloring books are a thing. Yeah, those have been like a thing for a while. I think again it's another one of those things that definitely picked up during the pandemic. I think a lot of like solo crafting or like low I want to say like effort activities got really popular because of the pandemic, because people needed like something that was relatively inexpensive to do to take their mind off of things. So my mom walked in and said, was I okay because I was laying on the ground? Sometimes you just need a good like floor lay, you know? Sometimes you just gotta lay on the floor. Sometimes it'd be like that. Okay. I had a friend that I was asking them if they could monitor the YouTube ads, because they had told me on another couple of streams that the YouTube ads seemed like really frequent. I was like, how frequent? And they just sent me a screenshot, and it's like every like 5 to 10 minutes there's an ad. So I'm gonna have to see what's going on with the YouTube side of things, because I have YouTube set as like balanced, which I thought would be low. I have to see what happens if you put the like, I'm gonna put the pre-rolls where I want, like there's like a manually place them or like so, but I don't know what happens when you hit that button, because if I can like kind of line them up to match Twitch, that would be nice. But the freaking every like 5 to 10 minutes is like way too often for ads on YouTube. There, I think a lot of new hobbies were found during 100%. Everybody got into sourdough real bad during the pandemic. Everybody loves sourdough and making sourdough, which is like valid. But yeah, where baking like super blew up during the pandemic. Baking's one of those things that really blew up. Like any type of like craft and like knitting and stuff definitely blew up. I think just hobbies in general, because people actually like had time to explore hobbies because you couldn't do anything but stay inside. So I think it was sort of a good thing in some senses because of that, if that makes sense. During the pandemic, any project was a good project to hop onto as long as it wasn't something particularly unsavory. Yeah. Hi Nate, welcome in. Project cars were finally finished cars. Yeah. I think it was good though. Like people could actually kind of experience hobbies and activities they hadn't before, which I think was one of the plus sides of the pandemic, was being able to like actually live a life, if that makes sense. So obviously it was not always great, and there's a lot of downsides that happened during the pandemic, but I think in general there was a lot that people can look back on and be like, you know what, maybe it was actually really good for me to be able to go do like XYZ or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, we want these ferns to be kind of dark, these palms. We'll do the other side a lot lighter. We want these ferns to be dark. I don't know if I will ever actually color the physical one, because I did get the physical version of those too, because I'd be so scared to like commit to like a bad color scheme. I'd be so scared to commit to a bad color scheme. I'd be like, oh god, oh no, and then I commit and then I like regret it immediately. I'd be so worried. I kind of want this a little more orangey. Yeah. Let's see. And then I want this kind of red. It's not gonna be like super toxic, gonna kill you, but you know what I'm going for, guys. Okay, these remind me of that Hawaiian flower, and those are definitely more on like the white to yellow scale typically. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep them pretty basic color wise. They're kind of like white, and then they're more intense yellow in the center. These guys are screaming to me that they want to be like a purpley color, and I don't really know why, but we're gonna listen to them. They want to be like purple. Ooh, pause. What if it goes up like dark purple to light purple? Ooh. Guys, I'm using my noggin here. I know during the pandemic my Lego hobby increased. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a lot of like hobbies that you could do on your own definitely increased because all you could do was like on your own. Unless you were living with somebody. I think that's why people also got really into video games during the pandemic if they weren't previously. And I also definitely think a lot of people got into anime during the pandemic, which I think is a good thing and a bad thing that people got into the anime during the pandemic because we have a lot of weirdos that got into anime. And I feel like I should address the elephant in the room because I haven't talked about it yet on Streamy. I'm sorry, chum buds. I hope you guys are doing okay. If you guys didn't hear somehow, Gura has confirmed that she is graduating from HoloLive effective May 1st. So she will be leaving the company. I think a lot of people had a feeling it was coming eventually, but I don't think anybody realized it was like finally here. So I do wish her the best, and I hope all the chum buds or chum bros are doing okay. It's never easy when your Oshi's gotta go. So I hope the company also takes this as a time to kind of look within, because it seems like there's a lot of people that are leaving because they're like dissatisfied with the, I mean, it doesn't seem like it. They've like, a lot of them have outright said it, that they're like dissatisfied with like management and the direction the company is taking. So hopefully this makes them kind of look within to see like what they need to fix themselves within the company to make everybody, maybe they're not gonna like appease everybody, but like definitely kind of figure out what's going on and what they need to do to correct the pretty consistent departures that are coming out of HoloLive lately. I'm gonna lie, Doom Eternal came out in 2020. It was wraps. I know Animal Crossing came out too right around the pandemic, and people like put in hours into Animal Crossing because it came out when it did. Yeah. Anime popped off. I knew friends that would never try anime, sat down and watch it. Yeah, I went to the mall the other day. I was walking around, as one does at the mall. Almost every store now has some kind of anime paraphernalia. And like half of the vendors, you know, the ones they have like just like on like the carts kind of in the middle of the walkways, almost all of them had anime stuff, which like, it's nice that anime is a lot more mainstream in a lot of senses because it is easier to get goods. But it's also just like I don't know, it's also bad because there's people that have watched like 5 anime and they're like, oh, I'm an anime expert, and the 5 anime they've watched is all shonen, which is fine if all you want to watch is shonen, but I don't want to hear you coming in here and trying to tell me what's what and why Jujutsu Kaisen is like a masterpiece. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, because I will tell you you're wrong to your face every single time. And then one of us is going to be leaving crying from that conversation, and it isn't going to be me, so. Yeah, I don't know. I just, it's good and bad that anime's gotten more mainstream, but it's, definitely interesting that it is getting mainstream. God, there's a lot of green I have to do here. I need to do, like, more variety of the greens to make them kind of stand out a little more. There's a lot of green back here. Obviously, you don't have to do green. It is one piece. It is a fantasy world. I could do different greens, but I kind of like the greens, actually. I think they look good. Okay, hold on. There's chat I gotta catch up on. Seems like a lot of Hollow members are leaving since cover corporate public. Yeah, I think the issue is once they went public, the stakeholders have a lot more power in what's happening in the direction they want the company to go in. And so because of that, a lot of the freedom, and now obviously they were still restricted because they were corporate, but a lot of the freedom they had has disappeared because now it's up to the stakeholders of what they want, you know? When she was graduating, was waiting for the skits to come out. Yeah, it's pretty much like once you post the little... People were kind of already anticipating it because this last week she started on her past life following a bunch of other people that have departed on their current active socials, and then she came back out of nowhere and posted on her past life, which you know, I think that was for a lot of people a sign that stuff was happening. My first Hollow mem I liked was the first Ian wanting to graduate. Oh no, I'm sorry. Suffering Kraus, don't you know anime's cool now? Listen, I've always known anime's fucking cool. People are just fucking shallow and didn't want to admit that they thought freaking anime 15-year-olds fighting at each other and like yelling as they beat the shit out of each other was peak. Nobody wanted to admit that because they're all cowards. And so here we are, you know, now we're dealing with it. God, I need a lot of different greens to kind of keep the saturation going. I have to do a lot of shading to make these kind of stand out, all these different greens that are overlapping. Let's see. It'll be hard to tell, but I'm doing light coloring on these guys. Or maybe I leave these guys white, actually. Let's leave them white. Let's just make the leaves pretty bright, because they're like from a tree. I forget what these flowers are called. It's like escaping me right now. But they come from a tree that's pretty bright. It's like the Hawaii flower, not a hibiscus. It starts with a P, I think. Plumeria? Is that it? No, I don't think that's it. That little bed looks nice. When the new Froza came out during the pandemic, I was glued once I got a PC. I'm not a Dragon Ball kid. Sorry, guys. I am not. Yeah, that's like the argument right now is like, dang, freaking anime's cool now, but I was bullied. And it's like, yeah, I just, you know, I'm glad that it's like in some senses getting to a wider audience, but I still wish it wasn't. I still kind of wish we were gatekeeping anime, I'm not gonna lie. I wish we kept gatekeeping it, because I think there's too many like normies that like anime now that have very interesting opinions about anime. Pink, because I'm a pink girly. Pink, I'm a pink girly. Blue, because I'm a blue girly, I guess. I don't know. Blue's not a bad color. I wouldn't say I'm a blue girly, though. These fake weebs, they weren't made fun of for watching Naruto. See, I didn't really like Naruto either. Why Black Lagoon is peak. It's pretty good. Brother Kraus really likes Black Lagoon. We would watch that all the time on car rides for like long rides and trips places. People would like absolutely dog on you back then. I was lucky enough that I had a pretty good friend group that we were all pretty active like anime watchers, so we didn't really like deal with it. And I also have always put off a don't kind of fuck with me attitude. And so I think people were like, oh, let's just not mess with that one. And be like, that's the correct choice. Don't mess with me. I'm fucking crazy. I'm Latina. So I think they kind of all just knew to like not mess with me or my friend group. Let's make this like a darker red. Let's put the same colors on the trim. I feel like I could do a lot more bright colors, but I feel like it's also gonna get super like oversaturated if I do a bunch of bright colors. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't know if I want to continue this down here. What if I like alternate it like that? I don't know if I like it alternating. Give me a second to sit with it. Usually with pools, it's more of like a blue color that they do on the lining, huh? But I think I'm gonna have too much blue. Oops. If I do that. I don't know if I like this color here. I don't know what's throwing me. I don't know if it's this like pale, like mauve kind of purple, or it's the brown. What do you guys think? What do you think? I just got a message from a clearly AI bot on LinkedIn with a scam job. It's so bad because LinkedIn already had fake job listings for a while. And then now they're like over here with AI bots, and I've gotten AI phone calls from like companies that I know aren't real being like, oh, there's a position open at blah 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 with blah 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 blah, and I'm like, huh? That side of anime becoming too mainstream is now anime's being rush production. Oh yeah, it's like really bad. It's the same with merch. And then like they've like made articles and posted things talking about how they've noticed a big decline in merch sales, like official merch sales for anime. And one is because usually fan-made merch is a lot better quality and like a lot more interesting to get. And then two, it's because there's so much that like fans are burnt out money-wise. Like they can't even maintain the funds for like one or two of these things, right? Now you suddenly have like 17 anime of the season getting Nindoroids and Blu-rays and cafe collabs and all sorts of stuff. So it's just like, it's like hard, you know, to like for fans to keep up with like the demand that the companies are creating now. So it's kind of nutso. What's my favorite anime? Oh, that's hard. One Piece is definitely up there. It's probably like my go-to answer for my favorite anime. Definitely like One Piece as an anime for sure. I think outside of One Piece, I really like Cardcaptor Sakura is obviously up there as like one of my favorite magical girls, and Shoguchara especially too. I really like Shoguchara. I don't know, there's like so many anime I like for different reasons. It's always hard for me to give a solid like this is my favorite anime ever answer, because there's a lot of like things I like about every anime, and then there's a lot of things I don't like about certain anime either, so it's like kind of hard to be like, yeah, this is my favorite anime ever, because I like a lot of things about different anime for different reasons, which I know is like a cop-out answer, but it's like true. Okay, I think I like that better with the alternating blue and white. I think that looks better. But I do love One Piece, so if you guys buy me One Piece stuff, I won't complain. My favorite is Chopper. He's my favorite littlest guy ever. And the hottest one is Zoro, followed by Law, and followed by Ace, and then followed by Pedro. If you know, you know. If you walk up to me and say this anime was made after 2020's peak and you didn't watch Steins Gate, okay, get the fuck out. I still haven't watched Steins Gate, guys. I've like tried like 3 separate times to watch Steins Gate, but when I first tried is when it like kind of sorta recently came out, so it was a lot younger and I didn't have the patience. I will be watching Steins Gate at some point. I just haven't gotten to it yet. It's on my to-do list. Plus this year it's actually on the staff picks for Annie List this year, so it's like I'm definitely gonna finish it this year because it's on the staff picks, so it'll finally be off my bucket list. One day. You're Latina? Where have you been? Hello, I've been Latina. Hi Mush, welcome in. I've been out here for almost 2 months, need to land something. Yeah, I know the job market is like continue to be absolute garbage. It sucks because there is like some ways you can make some side money. There's the, I know it's not ideal, but if you just need some cash, like obviously there's DoorDash, but there's also like the dog walking app. I forget what it's called. My friend does it every now and then, and they get paid like 10 to 15 bucks a dog walk or something like that, or to check on a pet. Like that might be an option. There's also, what's the other one? TaskRabbit. I don't know if that's still around, but I know some friends who used to do TaskRabbit to make some money and stuff. Not ideal, but if you just need some cash to pay some bills, it might be a way to grind out a little bit of money. Not a lot, but at least a little bit. Oops. And then yeah, you might just have to take a job that you don't really want for the time being. That's what I do a lot, is just to get the bills going, you know. I'm gonna start knocking doors, asking if I can mow their lawn. There you go. Be a landscaper. Honestly, actually, if you go to like a technical school, there's a huge demand for people with technical school experience. Like I have a friend right now that he's like going to tech school for HVAC and heating and stuff, and then the tech school that he's going to, it's really cool because they actually are they have it set where if you get like a certain grade or like maintain a certain, basically like GPA in their program, they'll help you get a job, and you also get paid the whole time you're going to the tech school. So might be something to look at, actually, is going to like one of the technician kind of schools for something like that. I know that means like more education and stuff, but my friend seems to really like it. Like he loves it. And it's not something like I personally would have thought he would have been into, but he seems to have like a great time doing it, and he's like top of his class and everything. So I'm really happy for him. He really likes it. So, I don't know, maybe try looking at technical schools. I don't know if I'm judged or not, but SAO Escalation Arc was amazing to me. I've never actually watched SAO, I've just watched the abridged on YouTube. Because I know SAO is not very good, so I avoid it. Would we say Avatar is an anime? It kind of depends who you talk to, because anime at a core is just the word for animation in Japanese. It's just like the short of animation. So it really depends who you're talking to if they want to consider anything that's animated anime, because in Japan, Avatar would technically be anime just by like pure definition. Kind of like The Simpsons in Japan is considered anime just because it's animation, you know, so it kind of depends what definition you want to go with. Onami has red eyes. I thought she had blue eyes. Good thing I looked that up. She's got like kind of reddy eyes. Those are more like brown. Yours are kind of like a red brown. I didn't realize Onami had those kind of eyes. What kind of eyes does Robin have? It's like a Robin's eyes. Violet Evergarden is good. Yeah, Violet Evergarden is good. I really like Ancient Magus Bride too. Ancient Magus Bride, whatever you want to call it. I love the world building in that one so much. Let's see, what color eyes does Robin have? Does she have blue eyes? She does. Okay, I got them mixed up. She's got like these like bright blue eyes. They're like almost in like this realm. And that's like too green. Yeah. Oops, I forgot. I can't bring my rule. Yeah. Here's like a blue. You know, lots of blues going on. I guess it's like a beach, so I think it's fine. You never seen Steins Gate? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it at some point this year. I think when I was younger, I just was getting really bored because I know the whole thing is with Steins Gate is you just gotta push through. Which is not a very good selling point in my opinion. You just have to like push through to like episode 12 for it to get like really good. Which to me is not a very good selling point if I gotta sit through like 12 episodes for an anime to get good. So for me it's kind of always been like, that's the reason I've put it off for so long. Cause it's like a 2-core too, so it's like a little bit longer. Not like bad, but it's definitely a little bit longer. I want this to be more like a light gray as like the bands on it. I think we need some dark colors to like contrast stuff, honestly. We have a lot of like really bright light colors. Oops. I think maybe the support beams we can make gray, but then like the main beams we could make a different color. I just think we need some darker contrast because we have so much bright going on. Where's that weird slider thing I have? Yeah, this thing? I don't know if I like that. I'm feeling nostalgic. I'm gonna install the MMC again. I'm allergic to most animal. I got fit and litter. Fit and litter. Fit and litter. Nice, nice. You should watch Invincible. Seesaw. Seesaw. Invincible's on my list too. Every month though I am like kind of locked in with shows because I do the monthly challenge that Annie List has, and so every month I have like so much time I have to spend finishing the monthly, and I'm already behind this month again. Who would be surprised? Nobody but me. Because I'm behind on my Pretty Cure watching, which again, surprise to nobody, including myself. I think I just got hit really hard with those 9 days in a row of work, so I haven't been like super motivated to pick it back up. There's nothing against this season. I actually really like this season. It's Hugoto. I'm actually really enjoying Hugoto. Like I said, I've just been super tired, and then I come home and I have about an hour from when I get home to get everything done, and then I'm like, gotta switch gears and get back to stream, so about an hour and a half when I come home on days that I stream during the week. So tomorrow's probably going to be my Pretty Cure catch-up day, to be honest. That's going to be the day that I gotta really like grind it out. I have to grind out a lot. That's where it gets like hard too, and that's where I get kind of unmotivated to keep pushing for the monthly when I try to do a Pretty Cure month, because like once you get behind, it's so hard to try and get back on it. You're going through the build up, if you let it build. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. It's just, again, when I was a younger Kraus trying to sit through like 12 episodes of nothing happening, because like my brain was dying. I'm gonna study automotive stuff, lay mechanic. Bye, Nate. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. So yeah, I think my brain was like, ugh. And I did not like the girl that was into the weird like panda keychain thingies. Maybe it was because I also was into like collecting weird keychains. I didn't like her. Bye, Nova. Have a good night. Bye bye. Let me make this slide more like an orangey color. Let's pick like an orange. I think orange and purple kind of look nice together. They're not complementary, but I think it would look nice. Maybe like that kind of orange. Yeah, it's kind of fun. There you go. Okay, we finally have almost 2 hours in. Completed the base color of the piece, so we can work on like shading and stuff in a second. Oops, it just took a lot to decide what colors I wanted stuff. Let's see, oops. I think even just having the base color, it looks pretty cool. So we need to do Nami's cups. I think the chairs I'm gonna leave because I think I'm gonna try and do some stripes on the chairs. So let's make her drink like a blue. I feel like when I think of like fruity, like drinks, like tropical drinks, I think of like blues and stuff. I don't know why, but I kind of think I usually do. I don't know why I can't have like the wheel and the other thing, so. Nails we'll figure out, I think. Okay. Oh, there's a whole slide I didn't color yet. Hold on, almost done. Almost done, gamers. Over there, Mark. Come on, you can do it. Real. Fine, I'll bring it over myself. Let's do a... Let's do a faint pink for this slide. Whee! Oops, hold on. Oh, there we go. Now we're done with the base colors. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna come to this other layer. We're gonna save this as a new version so I don't freaking lose this. Bar parent chart. Okay, the name got all fucked up, but don't worry about it. Okay, so I think what we're gonna try and do, so now I think I need to like isolate the layers a little bit more. Or what I need to do is, what do people do? They do this thing. I'm trying to think of how to do it. Alright, so then I think you go like this. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I think you're supposed to go like slightly off. I don't think you're supposed to go like immediately up or down if I remember right. Yeah, I think that'll be a good. So what I've seen people do is like, I'm trying to think how you do it. Guys, I don't know what the fuck any of these do. Oh no, this is why it's just fun when I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I've seen where people like will like grab a section like kind of like this, right? And then they'll kind of like fill it in. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Kind of like that, kind of sort of like that, but I might just need to do this all manually, which is fine. We'll figure it out. It ain't gonna be perfect, but we'll make it work. Okay, that's not what I wanted either. I probably should have looked into how you use clip a little more before I did this, but that's fine. We're just having a good time. So, yeah. So I think what I honestly want to do is something like this. Just I gotta be careful about the lines of the painting. And then from there, I think because I isolated it, can I just do that? No. Okay, understood. I think what I need to do is like isolate it a little more somehow. That or we end this one on flats and then we try a different technique. Maybe we do that. Let's call this one here for now. And then I want to see if it would have been better on another piece to try and like isolate the line art better. But I think this still turned out pretty good even if it's just like flats. I think it turned out pretty good. I think, yeah, we'll have to try maybe something different with the line art so we can do it. Or what is it like? I don't, obviously if I put it down here you're not gonna see it, but I wonder almost if it would be better to do like, to make this like super, like make this transparent, like erase everything, make it transparent and then do the layering. So we might try that on the next one. So that was the Helena one. I think we're gonna try, this one looks so scary even though I like it a lot. I think, oh god, I don't know which one to try next. Some of this line art is crazy. The thing I'm worried with is on this one, if you come in, the lines are very like chalky. So I feel like this one's gonna be really hard to isolate. This one, the lines are a lot more, guess they're like also pretty loose. This might be the best one actually for trying to isolate stuff. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna try the the big scary one. This one's by Satsu Scarlet. This piece I really like a lot. Alright, Kraus, gotta head to bed. Have a good night. It was fun checking the stream. Yeah, I think it was fun for coming and hanging out. Hope you have a good sleepies. Have a good night. This is Satsu Scarlet. They do a lot of really cool One Piece stuff. Their big character they like is Kid. So if you're into Kid, there's a lot of kid stuff from them for sure. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Arrgh. It was crazy too. Sorry, going back to the Gura stuff because it's on my brain. I was at work, right? I was at work when everything happened. And like somehow it worked out that I was on my break when Gura started her stream talking about how she was leaving and everything, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, I'm here for this. Because the Mume one I didn't get to listen to directly because I think I was like making dinner or something, or I was out with people. I forget what it was, but I didn't actually get to listen to like Mume talk directly about her graduating and stuff. It was kind of crazy getting to listen to like a graduation live like that. Kind of nutso. Oh, I'm gonna lose like detail on the rock if I do this, but I think that's okay, I guess. I think I don't like about this is like the easiest thing to do is to like fill in, right? Like this, but then I can't, like, I'm gonna lose the line art if I do that on the line art layer. That's usually why when you do art, you keep the line art like super separate from everything else. Oh, that's not what I want. Swank. Yeah, it's not that bad. So yeah, I guess we have to spend some time isolating on this one. I think this one's gonna be really hard if I don't, oops, isolate stuff. Doesn't need to be like perfect because we can fix that up when we color, but I think it needs to be pretty good at least. Yeah, I was like chilling in the break room, snacking on my snacks and listening into her talk about it and stuff. I was like, it's kind of crazy, guys. It's kind of cray. Yoink. Yeah, I think that's probably the way we needed to do the other one to do what I wanted to do, but we're doing it now. This one has so many little details. Ooh, okay, I just gotta keep going. I don't want to like try to get rid of everything and like isolate it at once because everything's got like different line widths and stuff, so it kind of makes it hard. Oh, I'm hitting the blend tool, not the erase tool. Whoopsie. Oh my god, help. Yeah, I think that's fine. Hi, Pack. Welcome. So, yeah. Just, I know. And then apparently 4chan 4chan got hacked or something today and was down for a few hours or something or another. I don't know. I've never actually been on 4chan, so I don't really know a lot about the site except people are fucking crazy on there. That's really kind of all I know. How's the art going? It's going good. So we did the flats on this one to kind of get like a general feel for it. The issue is, because this isn't like a piece I did and it's a PNG, is like everything is isolated on one layer, which is not bad, but I was gonna start trying to shade And then I realized we're gonna run into an issue where I cover the lines, which is why you usually do a line art layer that's separate from everything else. So this is a good practice though, to kind of get the feel of it and do flats and stuff. I might come back to this at some point and try and fill it in. So now we're going on the big scary piece that I really like, and this time I am erasing everything and isolating the lines, which is going to take a little bit, but I think it's okay, because then it'll help with my goal. It'll make it a lot easier to actually color if it's all isolated. It doesn't need to be like perfect, and it's not gonna be, but it is a good start to make it a lot easier for what we're trying to do. Because if I can have the lines like be there, and then I can like come in and be like, you know, I could do, just so you guys can like kind of get a vibe of how it could feel. We'll just like slap this on here. Oops. You know, so now you can see like through the lines and stuff. Again, they're not perfect. I'll have to like clean them up as we go, but it'll make it a lot easier because then I can just like select areas and be like, oh, I just want to work on just that piece or whatever right now. So makes it nice and a little easier for us. Her hair is gonna be hard to isolate though, for sure. There's so many different like strands of it going every which way. I think we're gonna lose detail on her hair, which might have to be the sacrifice we get, just to make sure we can isolate it all pretty good. Let's see, what happens if I do this like right now? So yeah, like if I just do it as is, we're gonna lose like all of the little details. And we lost a lot of the lines actually, so we need to like shrink it. That's what we're kind of doing, is we're shrinking it to see if we can keep as much of the actual lines as possible. What if I shrink it again? That's why I can't like do big clusters, because it's like too much little detail. And then we can like fix things up as we color and everything. Oh, I gotta sit back for a second. Oh, my back. Oh my god, my body. Sorry, I had like a little message I was reading. Oh god. Oh, why is there so much detail? Satsu, why did you make this so detailed? It's fine. It's fine. I kind of wish they had made this a little easier to color, but I guess if they had done like all of the individual layers or something like that, it would have been like really easy for people to come and like try and print it and stuff, which I guess is probably what they were trying to avoid maybe. But it kind of makes it hard for me to color it when I have to isolate all the lines. Cause all I got was I just got a PDF with it all, so I had to just like kind of like screenshot these and throw these into Clip, which is not really ideal. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Whatever works for art. Skirt. Oh god, she's got so many friggin' scales, dude. Holy cow. Why is she so big? I know why, but why is she so big? Ooh, hold on. Oh, fuck, these scales are gonna suck. Because if I group these scales, it's gonna do, like, watch. It's gonna get rid of the whole thing. So I can only do one scale at a time. Bruh, the scales are gonna suck. I can only deal with one scale at a time. Oh, that's gonna suck. Hi James, welcome in. Maybe I can do like multiple scales, just not next to each other. Yeah, there you go. Oops. Stop whatever I did. Oh, I shifted everything. That's not what I wanted. Okay. As long as they're not touching, I can do multiple scales. Okay. Not widen. Shrink. Okay, let's do that. There you go. So we can kind of make a little bit of progress on the scales. Nice. There you go. Welcome in, James. Welcome to my personal hell of trying to isolate all this stuff from this coloring book I got. Welcome in. Let's see. I think I did this twice for all of these. I probably should set it to pixel 2, but keep it consistent. You can persevere. Nice. There you go. It's 4 a.m. for me and just handed my finals. Oh my god. What a bed. 4 a.m.'s crazy. I mean, I guess to be fair, it's 1 a.m. here and we're gonna go till 3, so... Well, get some sleepy, get some sleepy. Get some eep-bombs. Eepy-eepies. We're losing a little bit of line width, but I don't think it's like too big of a deal. I think we'll be okay without the little bit we're losing. So long as we get all these scales isolated. I think it's like too bad of like what we're missing. Scoop. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think we're missing like that much. Not enough that I think is so noticeable. The hair kind of stinks that we're gonna lose a lot of like the hair, like the lines of the hair. So that kind of does suck, but we'll just kind of make up for it, I guess. Because it's kind of the only way to do it unless I want to like directly on the line art do the hair. But then I'm not gonna be able to shade it. I'm gonna try coloring one of my line arts. I mean, I could if you want. Now for whatever. Right now we're working on this zine I bought. It's really cool, but I think the issue with it being digital, which I like, is I think the pieces were thought more in a like coloring sense for like physical. Because there was a physical version too, and I don't know if they really accounted for the digital side too much. Because it's like kind of a pain in the ass what I'm doing. There's probably better ways to do this that I don't know about, obviously, but for me right now, this is kind of a pain in the ass. But that's okay. Art is about suffering, of course, of course. It's not like horrid, it's just kind of like tedious. Especially because this piece has so many little pieces. So let's just kind of make it a little more tedious. I wonder if all the bubbles though are the same like width. I bet you they are. I bet all the bubbles are the same line width. I bet I could knock out all the bubbles at once. Skirt, skirt. Let's see. Any more bubbles? I'm sure there's more bubbles. I like all these bubbles. Yeah, I think all the bubbles are the same width, so I can knock out all the bubbles at once. Now we're cooking, gamers. I'm just gonna remember to hold my shift key. If I let go, I'm cooked. There are more bubbles in there. Okay, see if we can find. Ooh, if we can find stuff that's like groupable, then that would help cut down on time too. For this isolation project. Because then I can just shrink my area, zoom out, put the big ass eraser on, erase it all, and then we should be good. Like, let's try that right now. So shrink the area twice, zoom out, grab the big eraser and just like go to town. And let's see how the bubbles are looking. Oh, actually pretty freaking good. Yeah, there you go. I saved a good amount of time with that. They're not perfect, but that's okay. I think that still saved a good amount of time. Nice. Coloring books are usually the physical copies of mine. Yeah, I mean, this was like a little fan project, so I'm not like that like annoyed with it or anything. It's just with like this one, when I was doing it, I like did all the flats on the line art because it's like in a PDF, and then I had to make it a PNG to put into clip. So if I want to come in and do like the shading and stuff, I would have to like, I think I'd have to go through and like isolate each section. So I'd have to like, I don't know, I'd have to like, I'm trying to think how I could even do that. I'd have to like come in and I'd have to like, I'd have to come in and do something like this and then like shrink the selection area like a couple of times, and then I'd have to like cut and paste it to a new layer. But see, then I'm losing some of the leg detail. Like, I think I'd have to do something like that and then stay only in this area. And then like kind of go like here, and then I could come in with the stuff I'd want to do, and then I would at least be like in the area and not really risk going over the lines too much. I'm still like going over them, but not nearly as much as I would be. But yeah, it's kind of a little hard to do stuff because the lines are obviously like, they are where they are, so I'm kind of going over the lines no matter what I would do. So that's kind of why I'm like kind of playing with different stuff. So that's why I'm trying to isolate it all this time to make it a little easier. Akemi Kraus the artist? No way! Don't be deceived. It's all a scam. Hi Rata, welcome in, welcome in. It's all a scam, gamers. It's all a scam. This is not my line art, unfortunately, but we do be coloring. We do be coloring once I get this all isolated. We will be coloring. I wonder if I should have like, I wonder if I should do like this, right? And then erase it from here, like on a separate layer. I almost wonder if I should do that, because then it would like already have this isolated as its own layer. And I could just be like, bam, right? And then I can just turn it off and on. Look like a kindergartner coloring in a book. Hey! Knock it off. I'm trying my best. We have a lot of really cool pieces. The one I really wanted to do was this one, but the lines are like so like pencil-y and stuff. I think I'd have to use like the colored pencil. There's like this designer pencil. Hold on. What if I'm cooking? Hold on. What if we switch pages again? Wait, no, would that work? Hold on. Would that have worked? Stop. I could just do the fucking pencil, brothers. I'm so stupid. Do not save. Guys, I'm so stupid. I could have used the fucking... I never use pencil tool. That's why I didn't think about it. There's even a colored pencil one. And it'd be fine if it looks fucky with the lines, because it's a colored pencil. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. There's even a dark pencil to do dark coloring. There's even a mechanical. A lighter one. There's a rough pencil. I even have... These are not pencils, but these are, like... fun paint tools that I got. Here's Snake Scale Belly. Not very helpful in this context, but he's there. No, we could have been using a pencil the whole time. No. Oh, now we know. Now we gotta decide. I guess the colored pencil is probably what would look bestest, huh? Well, back to it. I think we should still maybe group this stuff though. Like when I'm coloring, I could like do all of the skin, and so that way it doesn't bleed too much. Like so like if I go here, right, and I just like click on the skin, I think we should still probably do it where it's like kind of isolated in there. And then I can come in and make the pencil big as fuck and like start coloring it. Yeah. And that's okay if the lines look kind of fucked. Oh, the music stopped. Hold on. That means it's overs. I turned off autoplay because I didn't want it to pick something that I'm going to get in trouble if we listen to it. So let me... Hold on. Let me figure out the next song thing we're going to play. Like, there's a Nintendo one I was trying to play. Nintendo would have cooked my ass. There's always Lo-Fi Girl, but I don't think Lo-Fi Girl is copyright free. I really don't think she is. Yeah, I don't think Lo-Fi Girl is, like, copyright free. I don't think. God, she's got 14 million subs. Oh my god, how many different freaking live streams does they have? Oh my god, they got, like, 10 different live streams. Jesus. Okay, there's nothing that says it's not copyright free, but I also don't want to gamble in case it's not. I don't know. Is Lo-Fi Girl like chill and copyright free? Oh my god. The initial Lo-Fi Girl like live stream is at almost 700 million views. Jeez Louise, that's crazy. Sorry guys. Again, I wish YouTube let me split audio. I feel like it'd be a lot better if it did. Let's see. Copy or stream friendly lo-fi. How about that? Okay, this one says 12 hours of DMCA free lo-fi, and then there's a 1 hour of Twitch and streamer friendly lo-fi. Okay, everybody's saying that the hour mark gets muted for copyright. Okay. Okay, people are saying don't use this one on streams. Understood. Let's see. Ultimate Silly Playlist. I like that guy, but I don't know if he's safe for streaming. What is this 12-hour one? 12 hours is crazy to have a 12-hour video. Okay, people say it's good. Okay. Okay, people say it's good, so we're gonna put it on. And hopefully it's good, or parts of the stream are gonna get muted. Okay, so I don't know if I want this pencil or if I want the designer pencil. I kind of like the look of the designer pencil. The designer pencil's a lot like lighter, which I kind of like because I can come back and like tweak it. It's very laggy though compared to the colored pencil. I might need to stick with the colored pencil. Yeah, I think that's fine if we go over the lines with the colored pencil. I think it looks kind of cool that way. We can just come in and fix stuff up. There you go. See, look at all this color. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna do the colored pencil because I'm stupid and I forget fucking art programs have different they have different brushes. I forgot. We're just gonna like very roughly outline all of her skin color so we can get like a rough pencil going. I forgot, guys. I don't really use Clip ever. I bought it one year when it was on like the Black Friday discount because I was like, well, it's on sale. Might as well buy Clip, you know? And then didn't really use it after that. That's like my fault, but you know, definitely should have gotten more use out of Clip than I have. I was planning to get back into art, and I wish I had been able to during the pandemic. Like a lot of people were able to really work on their art. Unfortunately for me, I was stuck with working in a job where it just was like not really feasible. Simply because I was using my hands all day at work. So I was just super spent and drained to try and do any type of like art when I would get home. So it just was not like feasible for me. I think we're gonna do all the mermaids the same color. I'm gonna be honest, almost all the mermaids are all pasty. Which is fine, but it's again, it's part of it's I think Oda, but some of it I think is Toei being Toei with things. They don't like to give women like color, I've noticed. It's very interesting. Toei said no color for women's. This lady's hot. She's like a fortune telling shark. I forget what her name is. It's not Shamey. Shamey's somebody else. She's like a fortune telling or future singing shark lady. Hi people, welcome in, welcome in. There's also a lady in One Piece. Some of you guys might be into it. Her name's Smoothie, and her power is she literally like can like wring you out like a smoothie. It's kind of funny, honestly. It's like sounds funny, but it's like actually terrifying in practice when she like takes a person, like wrings them out like a wet towel and like basically can just like slurp them up. It's kind of crazy. Well, some of you guys might be into that, so who am I to judge? Okay, their hands aren't getting grabbed, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. Now that we've unlocked the hack of doing the color pencil, we're all good to go. Okay, now let's enhance outward and grab my color pencil, make it largo, and start going to town. Let's see how that looks. See, that looks pretty good. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's okay. I'm gonna head to bed, but I put some of my liners on the server with transparent background. Oh my god, thanks James! I'll get EP. If I get burnt out from this one, which I probably will, I'll steal your little goobers. Oh god, I can't even see them. Oh, there's a butt on that one. Oh, there's a butt. Oh. I hate how Discord makes it so hard to see, like, transparent shit. It's so weird. I'll get EP. The shop update. What the? Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get a little easy quick snacky. I'll be right back. Why is it so cold in here? Also, hello, thank you so much for joining the Kraufish family. JRel07, welcome in, Thank you. God, it's so cold. Okay, her hair is pink. Her name's Hero. One Piece Mermaid Princess. Shirahoshi, that's it. Yeah, she's got pink hair and a yellow top, and her tail is all striped beige. And she got blue eyes. Yes, yes. Understood. Okay, let me strap back into my heated back warmer. Cause I'm old and I need a heated back warmings. Okay, so her hair is pink. So let's try and isolate her hair a little. I think at least roughly isolating it will work for the color pencil technique. It probably would be better if I isolate them and then I like cut them into their own layer, but we're kind of just freeballing, guys. I don't even need to technically isolate. You know what? Fuck it. We're not gonna isolate. We're gonna fucking go for it. Going to bed. Have a good night, anxiety. Sleep good. And then her eyes are blue, which Oda must really like blue eyes because he does it with a lot of characters. You guys like that beatbox from my ads when we were like forced to not play? Yeah. No ads here, gamers. I think I really like the designer pencil. The way it looks is really cool. There we go. Now that I have realized I have my own free will and I'm not bound by the constraints of the line art, I have unlocked my third eye in the art world. This feels like this is not getting any freaking smaller. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be the eraser. That's why it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. I think my third eye is unlocked, guys. My chakra is surging through my bodies. I'll do a little cleanup here and there to make it look at least a little more presentable. But honestly, we can do whatever the fuck we want, gamers. We have free will. We can go fucking nuts, gamers. Free will is mine, gamers. Maybe the freaking history again. This is what I did for her, so I need to make this darker. Maybe more like there for her shading. I think we gotta stay with the designer pencil. I think I gotta stay with the same style pencil for it all. Is that too intense? Yeah, it's like a little too intense. Okay, I think I actually did a color pencil on her skin, huh? Yeah, that's like a lot softer. Nice. There you go, gamers. We're cooking now. Cooking it up now. Nice. Just took us 2.5 hours to start cooking. That's okay. Art's a journey, you know. You don't get it all right away. That's fine. I really do like art. I really wish I had more time to get into it. It's just, there's like never enough time in the day to try and get practice in and experiment with stuff and like techniques and drawing and everything. There's just like never enough time in the day, which just really kind of stinkies. I wish there was more time to, I could be an anime girl online, guys. You know, full time. I could practice art a little more. I think if I think right, you're supposed to color the knuckles a little bit to give them more life. That's what they do in those doll videos, because I like watching people like do doll customizing. That's also a very interesting hobby to me. I don't really know how people get into doll customizing as a hobby, but it's pretty cool looking, honestly. It's a little too darky. I think it's really cool idea to like take a store-bought doll and really go like nutso with like making it your own and everything, or making it like kind of a better version of the doll itself. I just think it's really cool when people do doll customizing. Crying in the club right now. Why are we crying in the club? Why are we crying? What happened? I was not informed it was crying in the club day. I thought that was next week. Hi, hello. What's happening? ¿Qué pasa, homie? I'm gonna put a little bit behind this plant here. I'd really like to see these artists, their version of their pieces. I don't know if they colored them at all. I don't know. But it'd be really cool to see like their take on how to color it. There's some big mermaid boobies, that's for sure. That's for sure. I think a lot of this would have shadows because it's like underneath where we're looking. My cousin just informed me that their son invited their friends over to his birthday party yesterday and nobody showed up. No, that's so sad. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with people. Like, at least if you're not gonna show up, like, you should at least say something. Be like, hey, you know, something came up, I'm not gonna be able to come. Man, that really blows. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've heard that happening, like, a lot more frequently in the last, like, handful of years. I don't know why. It's super, super weird that this has, like, become kind of like a, I guess, like a trend that people just are, like, flaking and stuff on something which I feel like is pretty important, like a kid's birthday and everything. I do not know why people are being super flaky with stuff lately. It's super weird. Maybe I don't want the blend tool. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? Look at this. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? Where's like the smidge tool? Is there like a smudge tool? Because I almost want it to be like a smudging effect more so than like a blending effect. Maybe I need to do something different with the blend. Because I feel like I wanted to blend in the shading, but now I feel like I've like lost it. It'd be better if I came back with the dark pencil and did it that way. Like if I went in here and I did some like real darks right there, and then I come with the blend tool maybe. See, it's just like erasing it, huh? I don't want to like erase it, but I just want to like blend it. Maybe the blur tool is what I want. Like if I do that and I come back with the blend tool, it kind of like makes it go away. I got flashbacks to when I was in elementary school and had something similar happen. Oh no! Didn't know until I was older that my mom came in clutch and I was moping around. She got family and neighborhood friends and I'd come. Nice! Hi Potaro, welcome in, welcome in. Good question. What tablet do I use? This is an old as fuck Wacom I think I've looked it up before. It's Wacom tablets. This is like a old as fuck Wacom. Like, this isn't even on the store no more. Let's see, what's the closest? It's I think it's an Intuos, like a really old version of the Intuos, I think. Maybe not. Actually, hold on. Let me scroll on their site. What's the closest looking thing to what I have on their site now? Yeah, I think the one I have is a really old Intuos Pro. I probably have like, I don't know, like 2010? It might be like a 2010 Intuos. Oh, I think this is what I have. I have the Wacom Intuos 4, but not the wireless version. Mine's wired. Yeah, like, there he is. That's my guy. Yeah, I have a Wacom Intuos 4. I think I got the medium size. Apparently you could still buy them on freaking Amazon, which I'm really surprised. It's like 170 bucks now, which I really doubt that's how much it is. I mean, it looks pretty much like mine. Mine might even be like a 3 or something. Mine could even be older. But I've had this tablet for years and it still works. But it's so old, like I have to go to their site and like look up the drivers to download. So I used it a lot when I was younger and I've kind of faded away from it, but I still keep it, and I keep it in the box and everything, so it's still in pretty good condition considering how old it is. Ow. I heard Wacom is good, except it's hell of expensive. I think Wacom used to be a really good brand, but I've heard from a lot of people that are more dedicated artists, they've kind of moved on to other brands. But there's also so many brands of there's so many other brands that make tablets now. You can get a good drawing tablet for like 50 bucks. I mean, I have friends that are like artists I met in the art groups I was on in DeviantArt, and they would do pieces like totally on their phone, so it's kind of nuts. I'm losing all my stuff. Maybe I need the blur tool. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe not the blend tool, but the blur tool. Yeah, I think I want the blur tool. Yeah, I think I want the blur, not the blend. Yeah, I think I want the blur tool. Okay, so but let's not do this in this dark pencil. I think that's too intense. So let's go back to my color and then we'll just put a little more pressure in the area. Especially down here where I really want it. And then we come over here to the blur. And then we kind of smush it in there. There you go. I think it looks better. Yeah. It's a little intense, but I think it'll look better as we do more. Yeah, if it works, right? Like, I'm always surprised when I find artists that are like amazing that do art just on their phone. But a lot of people also have like iPads and stuff now. And a lot of them come with the program Procreate. So there's a lot of people that do Procreate as their art program of choice. I feel like Procreate's really gotten popular in the last probably like 5 to 8 years. I mean, but there's a lot of free art programs you can use too. Like I've used fire alpaca before. I think Paint Tool Sai is also a free one still. You just kind of got to shop around, but there's also free art programs, so you don't actually have to pay for them. And there's some really good free art programs, like, you know, and people can also make artwork in like MS Paint and stuff too, so anything's possible. You just kind of got to put your mind to it, honestly. Hello, thank you so much for joining the Kraufish family. Panda Fighter 7, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. In New Zealand, tablets are not cheap. They're like 500. Oh yeah. That's like the worst part about living in any type of like island situation, is the insane price markups for being on an island. That's not what I want at all. I've lived on like islands before, so I know how annoying it can definitely be. Okay, this is not remembering my settings very well right now. In theory, what I'm supposed to be able to do is like flip my pen around, and I think it's just again because this tablet's so old that even the drivers when I install them don't work very well. But I'm supposed to be able to just like turn it around, and it'll it's supposed to switch to the eraser on the tip. Nice to meet you, hope you're well. Did you know you're a door and a bowl just without the and? My brain. Oh. Thank you, thank you. My brain took a second, but thank you. That's what happens when you have long days at work, gamers. It's hard to brain. Oh shit, is this what I was working with? I think so. Yeah. Maybe we should do more of these like coloring streams in the future and find other like coloring sheet kind of things, or maybe like even a paint by number. I'm sure there's like digital paint by numbers. That'd be kind of fun, because I always liked the idea of paint by numbers, but I don't want to get like an actual one because then I'm gonna be like, where the hell am I gonna hang it up? So I never gotten like a real paint by number, or really like had any desire to. So maybe we can do some like digital paint by numbers. That'd be kind of fun. It'd be kind of fun. That'd be like shadow from her body on her. Again, guys, it don't gotta be perfect. We're just vibing. Living in a country that is across from every manufacturing company is so hard. Yeah. And then having to, like, obviously there's gotta be like fees to pay for the like for Amazon and other places to ship it across the ocean, whether it's by plane or by like freight shipping or whatever they decide to do. I'm sure that's not easy either. I think in America we take a lot of that for granted because a lot of the factories are right here. They've already ordered the stuff and it's here, you know. Yeah, what I should be able to do is just flip this over and it should just become an eraser, and it's not really doing that right now. Which is fine, but kind of annoying. Yeah, I think once we're done with this section, we just go and clean up the edges so the next areas don't get affected too much. Like this girl's face I gotta clean up. I'll redo her. How do we think this looks so far? Let's see how unhappy I am with it. Actually not that unhappy. I think it's like pretty okay for me having to cheese it out of nowhere. I think it's pretty okay. I like coloring, but I'm like horrible at drawing, so I don't like it's okay. I mean, nobody has to be perfect. Even like I'm like clearly not very good. And I wonder if I have an old piece of art I can show you guys. Let me like hunt around. Probably not. I think I have a folder that's called like old art, because I haven't like actually drawn in forever. Oh dang, do I not like even have any of it in here? I might not even have any of it in here. I know I saved a bunch on my personal Discord, so I didn't lose it. I can't believe I don't have any on here though for easy access. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't have any on here. Wow, that's crazy. I'm really surprised I don't have any. Let me switch over to my personal Discord so I can look really quick. Let's see, what's the old art I'm kind of proud of to show off? Some of these are like dog water, and that's okay. Because I know they're dog water. A lot of these are like pen and paper too, because I had my tablet, but I just like never really wanted to deal with it. So what's the least dog water one I could show? This one's really not that bad, I guess. I have a whole Demon Slayer OC I made, but that might be a little too anime. Maybe a little too edgy. Oh, here's like a little kid I made. Little kid, hold on. I made like a Bleach OC. I don't really remember much about him. And then I made like a whole division of like hip mic OCs. Like a whole division for them. Cause I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. Here, I'll save a couple of these and we can show them on screen. I don't think I'm like a great artist by any means, but I don't think these are like the worst things I've ever drawn. I've drawn way worse. I saved some of my like favorite stuff into this old art little section I made in my personal Discord. Oh yeah, I'm coming back. Amazon is worst here. It's like a whole month late. Ugh, gross. When I used to doodle, I was told they look like little kids drew it, maybe super self-confident. You know, it kind of is hard to like not care about what other people think, but sometimes that's what you gotta do just so you can like kind of persevere past them. But you know, it's like if you really want to get better, it's just one of those things you have to take a lot of time to dedicate to practice and like perseverance sort of thing. So here's some old pieces I found. We can look at them. So I made this like Bleach OC kid. I don't know. It was my first time trying to draw braids in general. I think they turned out okay. And I don't really draw dudes ever. I never really did. This guy, I like his little guy. He's pretty cute. I like his little dude. He's like Ingy Bows, maybe. It would be kind of funny. So yeah, I have this guy drew forever ago. So I made like a Bleach OC. I don't really remember much about him, to be honest. And then this was like a character from an Inktober I tried like years ago. I just started kind of drawing, and then I kind of, I don't know, I decided to add more details because I had like, I don't know, the particles in the ring or whatever. I don't know. She's come back. She's one of those people in the, I told you guys about it like ages ago, that like comic idea I have. I really liked this idea, so I reworked her into that. And then this is like a Pokemon Jinjaka. It's hard to tell, but this is supposed to be, I forget what fucking flower Pokemon, but one of the grass Pokemon. It's supposed to be her. So yeah, there was a big period where I was only doing pen and paper, and I had colored pencils, so I like tried, you know. But it's funny because I had my tablet, but I get like really, I don't know, I would try to do stuff on my tablet and I would feel like I didn't have as much control as with like pen and paper, which some people do that still. They like draw everything pen and paper and then they scan it and then they kind of go from there. And then I just have this like random person I drew at some point. I think she ended up morphing into a One Piece OC, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're like the best drawings ever, but I don't think they're like horrible or anything, so they exist, you know, in the world. they're there somewhere in the world. So, you know, I think it's okay to not be like super satisfied with your art. I think that kind of actually should push a person to go further if they want to kind of get better at art. I think not being satisfied with your art is one of the main motivators you can give yourself to kind of get better and practice art more. I think it's good to be satisfied with your pieces though too. Like you don't want to always be dissatisfied, because I feel like that's super unmotivating. But when you finally get to pieces you're really satisfied with, I think that helps. I think that really helps motivate you to keep going and persevere when you've like hit a milestone that you really like. I think it kind of forces you to want to keep going and push past that, you know? That's just my thoughts on the matter, potentially. So, but yeah, we just like coloring a little bit today. Oops, it's a blend tool. Gotta remember to keep switching back. Oh, there's a freaking nail right there. That's fine, we'll zoom in and erase. See, it like isn't... Okay, is this working? Okay, it is working as an eraser. Okay. This wasn't working earlier. That's fine. I see her little rosy cheeks. Gotta be rosy and cheeky. Very cheek-like, very rosy. And then for this, I'm gonna definitely blur this because it's super intense right now. Guys, are we ever gonna finish a piece? Oh no, already in like the 3-hour mark. Oh, come on, dude. No, because we're on this. Okay, understood. We might not even finish a piece tonight. That's okay, we don't. We might not. That's okay. Because, like, if we come back to this one, I could do kind of what I'm doing now, as, like, putting it on a separate layer, but we still run into the issue about the lines, because I did this in such a harsh, color to start with. Like, the only thing I could do to do this one is, like, the same kind of idea. I'd have to come in with like the pencil and like kind of blend it out, but I feel like for this one that's not gonna work as much with these lines because it's such a crispy color. I think it has to be like really like snappy, kind of like I don't know, I wonder if I could even do it like with this. The fuck is this thing? The fuck? The fuck is this thing? The fuck? Yo, wait, could we make this work? Sorry, I'm like bouncing between all of the different things we worked on tonight. It's that dog in me, the dog craves change. Okay, we could make this work too. The dog in me is just fucking unhinged, sorry guys. I don't know what's the dog in me. I wish that dog would like shut the fuck up. Dog in me needs to chill for real. But this could work. Using these shapes to color, like to fill it in. Oh, there's a lasso fill too. What? So, like, if I do this, will it fill? Whoa! Oh my god, this is maybe what I was wanting earlier. Was this lasso fill? Skirt. The thing I don't like is it's like basically follows what I'm doing, which is not always the best. But I think that's what I wanted earlier, was this lasso fill. If you change the opacity too, it'd be better, so it's not like as intense. Let's see what I mean. I think it's got to be kind of like a more like solid line than like the pencil one on the mermaid one. We're gonna get rid of this one because I don't think we're gonna touch that one tonight, or the Perona one. I think it's literally just the mermaid one. The Nami Robin one. That's okay. God, now I want to come back to this one. Well, whatever. The dog in me requires it. We're coming back here. The dog in me said do it, and I said okay, dog. Whatever you want, dog. The thing it sucks is I'd like it to be more precise. Is there no like make your own fucking shape tool? Because this curve thing is fucking weird. Yeah, see, like the fucking this like weird. It gets like weird. It goes like all such a different directions. I can't. There you go. See, that kind of works. But then what do you do with the rest of it? You know. Hi, Prince. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, like, what do you do with the rest of it? Do you come and, like, raw dog it? Or, like, what do you do? There's, like, a way to do vector stuff in Clip, too, because, the girl that does all that frog stuff, the Rachel something or another, she's, like, a full vector artist, but I just don't know how she does it. I have no clue how. Oh, my music, like, totally died. Figured out Google. See, even though like YouTube doesn't allow ad block anymore, I still like somehow fuck with my ads like this. So somehow it works. Cute legs, hell yeah. I think this is technically shell shading, what I'm kind of doing. I think it's technically cell shading, I think. I don't know, guys. I think I need to use the real G pen if I want to like freehand it. I think. Samana Robbie, yeah! It is. This is a piece from a coloring book zine I bought. And so this is a Nami and Robin piece from Helen030. This one, we're kind of like experimenting with different styles of coloring too while doing this. So this one is by Satsu Scarlet. And this is Shira Hoshi and a bunch of the mermaids from Fishman Island. So we haven't made a lot of progress tonight because we've been kind of like fucking around and stuff and trying different things. But I think it's still good progress because it's nice because I haven't really like played with Clip in like a long time. So it kind of working out, even though it's kind of like not getting stuff done. It's still working out for me, I would say. Interesting. So you can't make this like a really good like long curve, but you could do this, and then you could come in with this and do like, okay, hold on. Oh, because it's not an isolated shape still. Never mind. I think that's why you gotta maybe do the continuous curve. Maybe like that, and then fill it in, and then erase excess. And then you can come in and like go like skirt. And then kind of reveal what you actually want to have. That could kind of work. Okay, we're learning, we're experimenting. Is this erasing or is this fucking blurring? Because I hope this is fucking erasing and not blurring. So yeah, we're just kind of playing around with the program and also kind of like learning some stuff too, which is kind of nice. Like there's a lot of tools in here I've like basically never used, even though I've had Clip for fucking like years when I bought it from that Black Friday sale. Like I can't even remember when I bought Clip. I've had it for so long. And clearly I like barely use it, so I think that's more like 17. The thing I don't like is this doesn't really do a good fill on the shape. Like look. Is that like a good fill? And that's pretty aggravating. I don't know why it doesn't do a perfect fill. Maybe there's a setting in the fill bucket you can do. Huh? What is this tool? Enclose and fill? Huh? What is that? That's weird. Yeah, every now and then it's nice to kind of do something a little different than just gaming it up. Very weird fill tool, very weird. Hold on, what does this do on a layer where it's gonna do something? Huh. Weird, very weird. Huh? Why? What? Brain confuzzled. So if I'm just curious, so if I do this, it'll do it now. What? What? It'll like kind of color it the way I want. And then I can just come in here and make it opaque. And I can just come in here and erase the excess. Which is still a pain in the ass, but... Huh? Okay, kind of finding hacks maybe, potentially. Potentially finding some hacks. I don't think this is fucking erasing. Oh no, where are my layers? Come back. What did I do? Please come back. Where are they? My layers, please. There they are. But yeah, it's like just I think it's like blending and not erasing, I think. Dark skin Nami? Yeah. Well, I was trying to do Robin and Nami different colors because Robin is like technically darker than Nami. Okay, what fucking... Oh, because I switched to soft erasing. That's why it's being weird. Okay, that's why it's being weird as shit. Okay. And I would really want to try to do something with the water. Like, there's like gradients you can do, but I think gradients are gonna be too intense on the water. Skirt. Skirt. But I kind of like the gradients because they're like quick and easy hackies. But like you can do something like that to like kind of cheese the water a little bit. I feel like they're too intense though. What is this? Oops. I don't know what this is doing, so I shouldn't touch things I don't know. I probably shouldn't touch stuff that I don't know what the fuck it does. But see, because of the way this all is, and it's like not isolated from the line art, it's like all kind of fuck with it. Let's see. Take it back to the start. Select. Select. Deselect a little more. Delete. Delete outside selected. See, now the water looks nice. Nice. Doesn't look really realistic, but that's okay. Like, I can even put all sorts of stuff on here, like a keep out sign and shit. I could put some foliage on the water or on the... I'm surprised there's not like a water ripple, actually. In the stuff that it already comes with. You can like add stuff and everything. You can like add different stuff. That's the other thing I like about Clip is there's like a store and some stuff's free, some of it's like you gotta pay to use or whatever. But there's people that create brushes you can buy to like increase your customization options, you know. So it's pretty cool. There's like a lot of fun little stuff in Clip that I just really don't use all that much, which is on me for not using the program more, but you know, it's cool though. I like it. I like how there's like a lot of different things we can do. I have to, I gotta stick to one to work on it. I don't think we're gonna get either one done tonight, but that's okay. What was I working on? I was working with the design pencil, I think, or the colored pencil. I also have this one, which, what the fuck does this do? The other ones work, so why can't I see what this one does? Oh well, whatever. Not really important. My goodness, my schnoz. My schnoz said, hot too, dude. I said, thanks, schnoz. Thanks, you know what, actually, let's do the hair on a different layer so I can fuck around with it. Oops, wrong thing. Wrong. There we go. So then I can just come in, I can erase the edges and I'm not bleeding into the skin tone parts. Sorry I haven't been like super yappy today. I'm just tired. I woke up tired. I went to work. I was tired all day at work. I was like EP all day. A couple of my coworkers are like, why are you tired? I was like, I don't know, dude. I was like, I'm tired. One of those days you just get EPs, you know? And that's kind of what happened to me. I just feeling the EPers real hard. Kind of all day. Hi cheese, welcome in, welcome in. I am currently working and being indecisive as hell on a couple of line arts from this coloring book zine I bought a while ago. It's a one-piece one. So we're kind of switching back and forth between these two pieces as I tried like different coloring techniques and everything with them. But yeah, that's what we're working on today. No, they don't need to be perfect, and we're kind of just like also playing around with like clip because I really don't use clip that much because I don't really draw as much as I used to. So it's kind of cool learning and like trying different stuff with clip. Like there's whole videos, like hour-long YouTube videos dedicated to like the different tools clip has to offer and what you can use them for and everything, and I'm kind of over here just freeballing it. Wait, hold on. I just realized I could isolate all of the hair, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm doing the colored pencil, but then it's not gonna bleed all over the place. It's gonna be like more self-contained, even though it's like gonna be bleeding over the hair, which is fine. It's gonna be like self-contained. Oh, why am I remembering things so late? Well, this will make it less messy, so I don't have to like clean up as much. If I do this right. Like here, let's try it. So yeah, like I'm gonna just stick to the lines of where the hair is, so it's like less messy. Bruh, why am I so dumb? It's because I don't freaking work art programs very often. That's why. Okay, so let's try to isolate all of the hair. Give me a moment. It's gonna take a little bit, but this will make it a little less messy. I just have to keep going around and keep clicking grab and hope I grab it all. I think there was some over here I didn't get. It's kind of hard to tell what you get and don't get with the, I think this is magic wand tool. All these like finer details, it's kind of hard to tell what you've actually grabbed. I think what I need to do is have it so there's the, like the lines are just on the outside of the hair. If that makes sense. So like it signifies that it got the whole group together. It's just the outskirts that it's highlighting now. If that makes sense. Because if it's like the whole block of the hair, then I know it got it all, versus if it's just like the little bit, like the strands. I'm excited because I think my Vault X binder shows up kind of soon. So I think I'm gonna just start putting all my Pokemons in there, and then I think eventually I'd like to try and like at least one set. I'd like to eventually have like everything in the one set, just to be like, we did it, yeah, you know. Like we did it. Wahoo! Good job. I'm still gotta decide what set I wanna try and complete. I wanna do 151, but apparently everybody and their mother is doing that, so obviously I can't be a follower. I have to be a leader in some regards. I gotta figure out what I would wanna do. I'd really like every Shuckle card ever, because Shuckle is my little guy. I love him. He's so stupid. One day Shuckle will have his glory and have a regional form. One day. He deserves it. Honestly, Shuckle probably should have had a regional form for Alola. Like, I don't understand why he didn't have one. He's literally a turtle. Like, you're in the tropics. They, like, kind of live there a lot. Like a turtle, like an Alolan form of Shuckle would have made so much sense. So we'll see if he gets his glory in the next region. Probably not, because everybody hates my little guy, but that's okay. I love him. I love that little Shuckly guy. Just having a Shuckle of a life. He's so stupid. I love him. And then he's blue when he's shiny. Like, he's like a blue shell, like a Mario. It's kind of funny. Oh god, I'm trying to keep straight what's hair and what's not. Let's see, that's all hair down there. I think this is hair back here too. This would also be helpful if the artist colored this so I have like a reference on what to color and what not to. Okay, let's try this area. So what I'm gonna do so I don't lose where I am, I'm gonna copy and paste this or whatever I did. I think I did it. Okay, so let's try coloring this and see how that looks. Cute. Like I said, it's probably not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. I just want to get the bulk of it colored in. I'm not even touching it anymore. I think that's the issue when you try to do this lasso tool and like so many parts on a big piece is it kind of starts to freak out. Oh, the music stopped again. Why did it stop? Oh, it's trying to play an ad. Haha, get fucked. No ad for you. Oh yeah, I really gotta look at the YouTube ads because my friend told me it's like an ad every like 6 minutes. I'm like, oof. That is really not good. And again. Wait, not so many. Oh, it's so much darker because I have like extra copies of it. Okay, and do you figure out you can't play the ad? Because I'm telling you no. Okay, I figured it out. I'm eating cookie dough on the side. I'm chowing down on some cookie dough I made the other day. I know you shouldn't eat raw dough, but I don't care. And I've never gone salmon melon before it, so I'm not gonna stop now. That's like fins. That's her fins. Like her fins, you know? Okay, what hair did I miss? This is missing. Down here's missing. Oh, I missed like whole strands down here. No. Okay, we're good. That's why you can't let go of shift, guys. Like, you want to end it all in Minecraft if you let go of shift. Has anybody here seen the Minecraft movie? Is it like even tolerable? Like, is it an okay movie? I don't really want to go spend money to see it, but if I had to spend money to see a movie, is it tolerable? Is it like a tolerable movie experience? Or is it like insufferable because of the 5-year-olds? I also really hope if I did go see it in theaters, I would not be one of those theaters that had people like making a fucking mess in there. I feel so bad for like the movie theater employees when I saw those like pictures of it and everything coming up. I feel so bad for them. That's gonna suck ass. I have to clean up like the whole theater where these fucking idiots are. Oh no, I did the lines. Well, it's too late now. We're committed to those lines being colored in. Because I don't know how to fix that at this point. That's fine. We'll pretend it's fine. We don't see it. That's fine. Oh my god, there's a whole section here. I thought that was part of her, she's got like this like scarf thing she wears. I thought this was all part of it. No, it's all part of her hair. Jeez. A lot of freaking hair this girl's got. She's like literally a giant mermaid, so I guess it checks out. We're gonna have a lot of hair, be a giant mermaid. How does that look now? It's uneven, but that's okay. At least I have a better thing for the size of it. So now I could just do this. Right? And I could come in here and I can like actually see her hair and stuff. So I can come and mess with it. Be like, oh, I just want just her hair, and I could come and do that. It could be like, see, I can just do that, and then I can come back in here, and then I could just mess with just her hair. So that was kind of worth it. I think it kind of looks cool the way it is, actually, where it's like, kind of. Why is it on her face? Well, I could come in here and like darken stuff up if I wanted to. I kind of like how it's like kind of patchy though. I think it's kind of cool. Might leave it actually. I kind of like it. Some parts maybe a little darker. But I think it almost adds like a natural shine to it. Cat. Hi Smith, welcome in, welcome in. It is a lot of hair. She a big mermaid though, so she gets big hair because she a big mermaid, big lady. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're slowly working on coloring this piece from it's from Satsu Scarlet. They're an artist on Twitter. and everywhere. But yeah, this is from like a little coloring book project, so I'm like slowly chipping away at it. It's really fun though. It's just took us like the whole stream to figure out how we wanted to attempt to tackle this, and we also started this one. I got like all the flats done, but we haven't really done much else on it. Because since I did flats, it's like kind of almost got to be like shell shaded. So this is one we're gonna have to come back and tackle another day. I had other ones I downloaded too, but we never got around to them because I've kind of been working on these two the whole night. And that's okay. Don't gotta be perfect. It was just eager to have an arty farty time, really. I think I figured out the hack too, is I need to isolate them, color them roughly, and then make it its own separate layer. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I've cooked. Okay, well then I can come in here and I can erase this layer. Yeah. I gotta be careful about our hair. Oh no, I'm isolated right now. We're good. Whee! So, yeah. I don't know. It's very therapeutic. We're hanging out. Hi, Zach. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we just be coloring. It's fun to do art streams every now and then. This is like my second one. The other one was like me actually arting, but it like got literally nowhere, which is to be expected. To be expected, honestly. It's fine. It's kind of fun when things don't go anywhere. Invert, and then like crazy. Oh, there you go. And I can just come in with the eraser and clean up. It doesn't gotta be like perfect, especially because they're doing like a color pencil style coloring for this one. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least a little cleanup's probably good to kind of keep us on track. And then we just zoom out and see where we are and how we like it compared to everything else. Pretty good, pretty good. I tried to do some blending on her skin. It kind of worked, it kind of didn't. So, you know, that's okay. We experimenting is pretty much what we're doing today. I think there is like an actual water, yeah, there's like a whole watercolor setting. So like if I opened up one of those ones I closed, I can just show you really quick. Like this one might work for the watercolor. So there's like a whole actual like watercolor painty thing. There's like water blotting ink. See, there's like a whole I don't know when you would use this because it like weird. But there's like a whole like bunch of different brushes. There's like a brush pen. I thought there was like an actual watercolor. Maybe I'm crazy, but I thought there used to be like a watercolor. There's even like pastels. Oh my god, there's crowns. Wait, that would work really good on this one because it's like all like sketchy. So there's even like this we could play with in the future. There's charcoal too, and noise, and there's even chalk. So we have a lot of different like devices. So there's marker. Ooh, marky. Here we go, here we go. Watercolor, there we go. Ooh. Why is it coming up as like super dark or like not even the color? But there's even like actual watercolors, so we can like come in here and like kind of do it. I think what it does though is because it's watercolor, it also pulls from the line art, I think. See, it's like more dark at her hair. But then over here, it's like a lot lighter. So I think no matter with all of these, I'd have to isolate them more. For these like kind of style ones. It's like paint and apply. I don't understand what that does. Then there's like a pure watercolor brush. Like I don't know if I'm supposed to come in here and dip or what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Or maybe some of these are for like you paint it and then you like brush over it. There's also this wet wash. I don't understand how these ones work really. There's dents. But these play a lot more with the line art. And then there's like these realistic ones too. So you can kind of like play around with like different textures and stuff. So there's a lot of like really cool stuff we can come and play with later. Yeah. I don't know. So far this one looks actually pretty solid so far. I kind of like this one a lot. But we're not gonna be able to stay up late to keep working on it, unfortunately. I do have to go eat pizza at some point because I got working tomorrow. But maybe we'll do future streams of me, like I said, trying this, or maybe I'll look up some like free paint by number kind of stuff, or more like just learning how to use clip for different stuff kind of guys. It'd be kind of fun, I think. It's interesting, the colored pencil ones seem to make it lag a lot more. Very interesting. Like when I do like this, it seems to lag a lot more. Especially if I go like back and forth in a lot of circles and stuff. Very interesting. You can't match. Nice. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting like really tired. So we might just have to call this one here today. I don't think I did anything else. Actual line art, no. Because I don't want to like save over the line art. So I might call these today where we are, and then we'll come back on a future art stream. And like play around with it more, but I am getting like super tired. Like I said, I was tired all day at work. So we might go ahead and start getting ready to end it here. My clip always freaks out when I save too. So we might do that. I might call it here. But yeah, I still think we did pretty good for, I know it took like 4 hours to get here, but we did like a lot of color deciding on here, and I think we got some good progress on this one. So maybe not next week, but in the future we'll come back to doing artsing and fartsings. Yes. I'll probably go ahead and put a link to all of the artists that I showed you guys their line art, even if we didn't touch it. I'll probably go ahead and like link all of those on the YouTube video for you guys. Oh, I guess I can turn off the BGM, or not the BGM, the lo-fis and stuff. Yeah. You know what, while I have you guys here, let's freaking figure out this YouTube ad shit really quick. Because I don't want to deal with this later. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't want to deal with it right now. But I also have to freaking, as soon as we end stream, I'm going to do my Nikkei and my Nikki dailies. Because I forgot to do both of them yesterday. Which is really bad. I need to do them before stream. I kind of forgot. Okay, so on the YouTube side, like, let's look at this ad shit. I'm gonna read it out loud. Let's see. YouTube Studio. Okay, we're reading together. So if I come to a video, right, I go to content, and I go to the live section, and I hit monetization is on. If I click on monetization, right now it's balanced, which says medium earning potential. Balanced viewer experience is what it's advertised as, is balanced. But I feel like it's only balanced for normal videos and not live streams. But I can also do one where I schedule the mid-roll ads at a set frequency. Maybe we should do that. Because I think YouTube inserting them is not working. Because like I said, my friend that was doing detective work today was saying they were getting an ad about every 6 minutes on YouTube. Which I feel like that could really be turning people off that come in. If they just keep getting hit with ads. So if I do this, aka about to insert a triple ad break. So the funny thing is I have these set at balanced on YouTube right now. But when I hit schedule mid-roll ads, the minimum time between ads is also 6 minutes. So I'm probably gonna start setting it to the maximum, which is every 30 minutes. You guys would get hit with an ad on the YouTube side. Because the options are 6 minutes, 12 minutes, 18 minutes, 24 minutes, and 30 minutes. And I thought 30 was like not enough time, but maybe it's better if we switch it to every 30 minutes there's an ad on YouTube. Because I think Twitch is about every 30 to 45 minutes as well. Plus they also have this option which is show ads to viewers at different times. So people would get hit with ads at different times. So maybe I'll play with that as well. So I think from now on, for YouTube streamies, I think we're gonna have it where it's every 30 minutes from now on ads will show up. Because I don't know, again, it's hard to like gauge on the YouTube side how stuff is, because nobody's really told me anything, because a lot of the people that do watch on the YouTube side, like in terms of my mod team and stuff, also have premium. So like that makes it hard to gauge too. Obviously, if I go back and watch the ads after the stream, I don't know if it's the same place that ads like currently are, or if they change from when, like, I don't know if they change from when they go from a live stream to like just a video, you know? I'm not really super sure how that changes or anything like that. And like I'm not even making that much money off of ads, like right now I think it says in the last like 28 days I've made $4 off of YouTube ads. My peak has been $49 or 49 cents, and that was on the first Assassin's Creed YouTube video, and then I got 48 on the Katamari stream. Like most streams I get about 25 cents worth of ad rev. But it's a lot of it too is I think it's based on how much, it's like a lot of it says it's like playback based per 1K view, so like you have to like get a good amount of views to really make money off of YouTube. And then obviously I have like YouTube memberships, but I don't make a lot from those either. I make like, because I lowered it as well, I make about like $2 per YouTube member. So this is why it's really hard to get payouts on YouTube. I think I got super lucky the one time that I've gotten a payout from YouTube. I got super lucky because I think people also like did supas, but most of the time it's really hard to make money off of YouTube. Which is fine. YouTube's like my side thing, especially because most of my videos are live streams, which most people don't want to like sit through. That definitely affects like how much you make off of YouTube and stuff. But yeah, so I think from now on I'll have it where ads are every 30 minutes on YouTube instead. Yeah, because right now it says my estimated revenue is $14 and you need $100 minimum to get a payout from YouTube. So yeah, so I'll lower the ads to ideally there will be every 30 minutes for you guys instead. I'll just remember to do that from now on. I didn't know it was so bad. When I think balance, I was thinking YouTube is gonna maybe be doing like every 30 minutes. I didn't realize it was gonna be so imbalanced of every like 10 minutes or less that there was gonna be an ad. I had no clue it was that bad. So I'm glad my friend like they literally got a sticky note and were like, I'm taking notes. I'm like, okay, thanks. And then they would write on their sticky note every single time they got an ad, and it was like 11:26 minutes in, 12:15 minutes in, or whatever it is, right? It was like very, very close back to back to back. I was like, Jesus, that's really bad. So we'll see if that helps, because like I said, I feel like that really like pushes people away too if they're just getting smacked with a shit ton of ads. But I don't really know that many people that are like active on YouTube, or that many people that are like monetized on YouTube either, so I don't really have anybody to like ask about that kind of stuff for. So yeah, so but we're gonna go ahead and raid, because like I said, I'm EP. I still gotta do my dailies and crawl into bed. I basically made it to 4 hours. So we're gonna peek around in the art tag, because we actually did art today, guys. Whoa! Even though it took us like a bagillion years, we still did it. Oh my god, there's a horse, dude. Horse. Let's find some cute looking art. Some cool looking art. I'm gonna try to mess with YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out Twitch. Yeah, it's just nice being able to simul stream, because it just is really easy. And honestly, I got a huge boom from Nikkei. Like my most viewed video is still, and will probably be for like ever. I have my Nikkei stream from like July last year that's at almost 4,000 views, and with that I jumped up like 300 subs as a minimum from that Nikkei stream. And then from there, like in my top 5 most viewed streams, 4 of them are Nikkei. I had like my first Nikkei stream, my second, my third, and my 5th are like all in my top streams on YouTube. It's all Nikkei. Even number 6 is Nikkei. So Nikkei tends to do really well. Like I guess the community really likes to watch Nikkei videos, but almost every Nikkei stream I've done is at like 250 or more views, which for me is really good. So it's kind of crazy. Sorry, let me go find somewhere here. Oh, there's me. Best I managed 146. Yeah, most of my like live streams don't do very good on YouTube. I usually sit around like 70 to 80 views, especially because YouTube doesn't really push old content, which is like fine. So most of the time I sit around like 70 views, but yeah, the Nikkei ones like really breached the algorithm, and then I think it kept pushing my streams to the Nikkei folks for a while, because it was like, oh, these people like this person's like content on this like specific game. But I don't think it's really doing that anymore. I think it was, but I don't think it's really doing it anymore, which is fine. Yeah, oh my god, my brain. Well, this person's drawing manga panels? That's sick. Okay, let's go rate this person drawing manga panels. That's kind of fucking sick, dude. Manga panels. Okay. I should do a 12-hour one day. Well, apparently YouTube actually doesn't like long videos. Like, that's why it's like hard to like simul stream, because Twitch rewards longer streams where YouTube actually prefers shorter streams. So that's part of the reason a lot of the corporate on YouTube side, I think, also usually does like 2 to 4 hours at the most, because I guess YouTube, for whatever reason, YouTube prefers short content. I mean, like, it makes sense, but even live streams, they prefer shorter live streams versus Twitch. That Twitch prefers, like, most people recommend you do at least 5 hours on Twitch, because then you have a higher chance of people finding you, which is kind of crazy. But we go ahead and rest. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Like I said, I am going to link all of the artist socials, that even the pages I didn't color that I showed on stream today, I'll link those for you guys on the YouTube video description. Feel free to follow me on all of my socials. I have a Twitter, Instagram, and a Blue Sky. I'm most active on Twitter, but pretty active on the other two. Every single stream is simul-streamed on YouTube and Twitch. Feel free to give me a follow on both. I really appreciate it. Join the Discord, aka the Research Station. It's where we all cause problems, hang out, and, I don't know, cause problems. Next stream's gonna be Friday. We're gonna finally be getting back into Alien Isolation. I know it's been a little bit. I can do a longer stream that day, so maybe we'll make some more progress. And then Saturday is more Assassin's Creed Shadows as we continue through that game. But I'm gonna send you guys to this artist. I'm gonna lurk as I get my dailies done and then head to bed. But yeah, I will see you guys later. I hope you guys have a good night. See you guys later. Bye.